a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling, I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going life. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. Back a year ago. Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, really gon' rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Hello, guys. How is everybody? Thank you for coming back, guys. Okay, let me go to the top of the chat and welcome you all officially. Hi, Last Nerve. Hi, Glam. Hi, Lilith and Kiki. Hi, Peter. Hi, Hannibal. Hi, Fiend. Hi, Grandpa Jim. Hi, Plug. Irma, did I say hello? Hello, Irma. Hi, Anna Lynn. Hi, Ange. Hey, it's good to see you. Sassy. Polly. Okay. You guys, I'm such a mess. Most people don't know how to work all of it on the computer. No, me, I don't know how to work anything on the phone. Kiki, can you hear? I don't hear you, Kiki. Is it for real your birthday, Irma? I'm not tech savvy. I'm old and confused. Sorry, Last Nerve. Kiki must not have. I'm sure she'll be back. We've only got 6 minutes left. Oh, well, AR keeps saying I need to, make an intro for when I'm not streaming in the mornings because of the wake up song. But I feel like the wake up song does its thing no matter what time of day it is. Hold on. I'm waiting. It is your birthday. Happy birthday. Hold on. I got a video to put up. Irma, I'm so excited. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And many Can we hear you now, Kiki? Ah, we can.
Can you hear me?
I can. Happy birthday, Irma. I made a picture of Diablo 4 to Hannibal, but he does not have Twitter, so I tweeted. Oh, okay, Peter. Okay, I'll DM it to you on Discord, Hannibal. Okay, Kiki, fill me in. Why are we all coddling Bali?
Okay. I first heard of Bali through Hannibal on a live stream that he did. And he said that she was going behind the scenes with Nader trying to take channels down. And one of the channels was his. I'm not sure about the other ones. I think Gary was one of them. I'm not sure. Well, Barney did a live stream one night and she was like, I want to start some drama. So Bally was in her chat, and she said, Bally, come up here. So she comes up, and at this time I'm in Barney's chat and I'm going hard on Bally, like, why are you trying to take channels down? Just worry about yourself.
Right.
And Hannibal ended up going up that night. Um, I thought Hannibal did a really good job of intellectually and calmly
He
talking
does.
to Bally about
Yep.
what she did and why people were upset with her. And she got it to a certain point, but didn't get it. Okay. I noticed in her chat, so many people were trolling her, and she wasn't getting it. She wasn't getting that. Uh, some of her mods, Gaining Gird. Oh my God, he was so funny.
Oh
Or
my
they were
gosh,
so
Gaining
funny.
Gird was cracking me up the other night.
Oh my gosh, Gaining Gird was so funny. And he actually asked Bally to unmod him. It got too much, or them. Um, so I begged and begged and begged Bally, mod me, mod me, mod me. She was like, no, Kiki, you're mean to me. I don't like you. And so um Laura is okay. I'm sorry, Danny, but she was in there, and I was like, Laura likes me. Just ask Laura. Laura likes me. And Laura was like, yeah, Kiki's fine. And so she modded me. So I was like, you need to apologize to Hannibal and the others of what you did. I mean, if you want to get back in the community and have people like you need to apologize to Hannibal. And she goes on a live streaming. She says, Kiki tells me I need to apologize to Hannibal. And I emailed him and told him I was sorry. And I was like, okay, good, good.
Can you
You know,
can you call him Honeyball just once?
honey ball, honey ball.
Thank you.
So she reads the email and she didn't
Hi,
apologize.
Collie.
She didn't apologize for anything. She apologized for saying he has a hug box. She apologized for stupid, stupid, stupid things. And I was like, Bally, that is not what you were supposed to apologize for. You were supposed to apologize for going behind the scenes to Natter and giving him ideas or how to strike channels and take them down. Okay, Curl went up on. She also was very good at explaining, look, you did this. You need to take accountability. There are things she takes accountability for. There are. And I think when you talk about people giving her a pass, if she says what is true, if she what she says is true, she's had a horrible life. She she says her family was in the mafia. She ran drugs. She says a lot of things. I don't know if they're true or not, but she's damaged because of all of this. And so she does take certain accountabilities for being mean or saying things, but yet she doesn't take accountability for what really matters. And so I haven't told her to unmod me, but I unsubscribed to her. I can't take her anymore.
If you
She,
unsubscribed, it automatically unmod you.
okay, all right. She talks horrible about Gary. She doesn't know the
Yes.
backstory. I told her, you're no better. I told her, you're no better than Yo Mama, because if he doesn't do his research, she doesn't either. She says that Gary comes up and uses his past for money. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. As a matter of fact, Bally, I hope you're listening, because I've been wanting to tell you this for a long time. He was going to demonetize his channel because he gets assistance and he didn't want to make money on YouTube. It was his subscribers that said, don't do that. We'll figure out a way around it. That it wasn't Gary
Right.
that used that. It was his subscribers that said, we love you. Don't go anywhere. We'll figure it out. So, Bally, you're wrong on that. He never used that, but you do. You do. You use your story. You get people feeling sorry for me, for her. Hannibal, don't ever unblock her. Don't ever unblock her. There, she cries. Yes, she's funny. Yes, she's like Jessica Meska. You know how Jessica's funny sometimes, and she
Yes.
takes accountability sometimes, but then
Goes
doesn't.
over the line.
Yes, that's Bali. So if you want to subscribe to her, go ahead. But understand, you can't trust her. If she turns on you, she'll do anything to get you. Anything. She has no boundaries.
Yeah.
Danny
I just,
Bird was so, he, remember EG? He was the
yeah.
best troll.
Oh,
EG
yeah.
went hard and then he went soft. And then he went hard.
All the good trolls left us.
Oh, yeah, I know. Well,
The
um,
trolls now are way, like, they go way over the line. Here's my issue with Bally. The reaction community is an amazingly supportive community when you have each other's backs. So I feel like she could have had so much support, but she came at some of us. I never mentioned her name. And she, had my name in her mouth. So I mean, she came at some of us for no good reason, and I just have an issue with her sitting there judging every single one of us while she's drunk streaming. I said it earlier, and I know that's putting, personal info out there, but my husband's a recovering alcoholic. I did it for too many years. I don't have the patience for drunk anymore. I just don't.
yeah, it's obvious that she's sitting there drunk, and yet she'll say, "I've only had 3 shots." I
Right.
mean, I mean, she is fun. She is funny, and she does take accountability for the small things. She doesn't see the big
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
and what she needs to do is come out and say, and Kaya Simmons again. She's so mean to Kaya. Kaya is one of the sweetest street
Uh-huh.
actors,
I agree.
and Gary too. And like, we hate that Gary's gone. Like, we want
Mhm.
Gary back. He has to do what is best for him. But for her to attack Hannibal, who is very fair, if Hannibal was very fair to Bally and Jessica Meska, and I don't get how you can't see how fair he has been
Right. I
to,
agree.
to keep.
Because he has a way of saying it like it is without coming off mean and awful, you know?
Right. I think he's very fair. There was somebody else that was up on her. Um, well, it was Barney's, and they went in hard calling her names and stuff. That really didn't get anywhere. Hannibal came up and very, very, very. I mean, I couldn't have done it better myself. And
Yeah, I
I mean,
believe
he's
it.
better with words than I am. And she seemed that night to be going, okay, okay. Kiki told me to make amends. I'm going to send him an email. He didn't read it. Then Hannibal said, yeah, I read it. I just didn't want to respond to it, which is funny. But
Mhm.
then she reads the email, and all she said, Hannibal, I don't know, I can't remember at all, but it was like, I'm sorry I called your chat a hug box. Hannibal's chat is not a hug box. Okay. There are people in there that support him. There are trolls in there. I mean, so I don't think that he just blocks everybody that doesn't agree with him. That's not who Hannibal is.
Right. No,
But
he has I hold on. I got to literally read the text that I sent to one of the mods yesterday. Let's see. At one point I said I had my community tab up and ready to share her stream to get more in there. I just wanted to see her shut down with an actual audience.
yeah, I think she consistently has 17. And then Barney has, brought her some more views because she's fun. Look, Barney's a troll herself, but she's very nice to Bally. She's she's soft on Bali. I was never soft on Bali. I was always hard on her. If you go back, I don't know, she doesn't show her chat. I did say, if what you say is true about your past, I'm sorry for that. And I am sorry that you're damaged, because I am. I,
Right,
I
right.
I truly don't want anyone to have a life like that. But that doesn't give you the right or the excuse to go after creators that haven't gone after you. And who is she going after? People that are the nicest. And then
Well,
she
even
aligns herself with Yo Mama. Really?
well, and then the way she was going at Jessica last night had me irritated too. I know Jessica can step over the line sometimes and stuff, but her sitting there bashing her for her weight, I was like, are you serious? Like, she's sitting there like she hasn't even tried to lose weight or eat healthy, or who cares? That's none of your business. Like I said, I feel like if she would have come to all of us from a good place, she could have had so much support out here.
She could have, because she's funny. But I didn't even know of this Bali woman. I didn't know. But Hannibal was the one that said, and he had proof. He showed proof that she was going behind the scenes. And then she even lies about the emails that she sent to Nader. Oh, I didn't send him any news. I didn't send him. Well, I don't know if she did that or not, but she didn't explain exactly what she was emailing Nader. She didn't exactly tell. She has not accepted that behind the scenes, she was telling him how to strike channels and how to get them taken down. That's all she needs to do. Apologize. And I don't know what channels were involved in it. And I don't want to speak on anybody else. Like, if you, she doesn't show her chat. So if she goes live, you just have to be in there. But you can
Right.
see who's trolling her and who isn't. It's very
But
clear.
people told her not to leave her chat up because people would dissect it. And I said, I think she has me blocked, honestly, because anything I said in her stream yesterday was never responded to by her or anybody else. So I think she has me blocked. But where was I going with that? Um, I don't remember. It'll come to me. You guys know how I am.
She must have me blocked now too, because I didn't see that she was live. Oh, I'm not subscribed to her. You know what? Because I thought, why should I subscribe to her and watch her and give her a view? Somebody will cover her. I mean, that's kind of how I never watch Natter, because I can't understand him. Number one, and number two, I won't give him a view. So I don't know what happened with her and Steve. The last time I saw, she was back at his house and they were together. So I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I just, like I said, I don't have the patience for drunk, and I, if you would have come to the community and been kind to those in the reaction community, like I said, it's an amazing community and everybody seems to have each other's backs. But she literally like went after her own community.
It speaks volumes that the people she aligns herself with is Nader and Yo Mama. I mean, that speaks volumes, because there's plenty of people that are good people out here. You, Kaya, Gary,
Yep.
um, FFG is
Hittable.
not my cup of tea, but I don't hate her. I watch her. Yaba. I mean, there's plenty of people out here that, you could have their support. You could share, chats with. So, I mean, but you decide to align yourself with Nader and Yo Mama.
Mm-hmm.
I think she got mad at Jessica because she considered Jessica like someone she liked, and then I don't know, just blocked her or
Oh, okay,
something.
Patty, thanks.
I don't know what happened between them.
I just the I haven't been around as much because I'm so fed up. Like seriously, I'm so aggravated with the whole trolling thing. Because it's gotten so out of hand that it's not trolling anymore. It's stalking and harassment. It's gross. And they prey on people that are not strong enough to fight back. And it's breaking them, and I can't stand to watch it anymore. It's gross. I
Yeah,
don't
I agree.
understand the mentality of setting out to tear somebody down. Like, and especially when you know they're going through a rough time and you continue and continue. I just don't get it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
Fiend's always an idiot.
there's nothing wrong with going after a creator for saying something and you want to hold them accountable for, hey, you said this, can you clear it up? But to go after children,
Oh,
family
heck no.
members, um, doxing, I mean, that's too far. I mean, yeah, I agree. Just jump off.
Yeah. Let's take back our
Hannibal, did
world. What
I
kind?
explain all that right? I mean, if I'm wrong, please let me know. I
From
can't
what
see
he was
chat, Danny.
Oh, from what he was typing in chat, Kiki, you did. He was saying yes and correct and
Okay, and
um
I want to say this to Hannibal. I don't know if you were confused about me because I begged her to mod me. The only reason why I begged her to mod me was to troll her. Um, I wanted to set it straight. Please apologize and apologize for the right things. Apologize to those people. If you want to be unblocked, Hannibal, I was in her chat going, no, Hannibal, don't unblock her. Don't unblock her. Yes, she's funny. Yes, she's endearing. Yes, all of that. She will come at you like a knife in the back. Do not trust her.
Grandpa Jim and she did Barney's like, "What? I'm the babysitter now." Barney did not want that.
Barney, I love you, and you know that. I can't see chat, man.
Do you have another device you can look at the chat on?
Yeah, maybe I can. My iPad. Barney, don't be mad at me. I like you.
I
What?
I was I was in there when she said that about Barney being her babysitter, and Barney was like, "Huh? What?" I walked away, came back, and somehow I'm a babysitter now.
Listen, Barney's funny because like she just straight up said that night, it's boring. Foodie Boost is boring. I want to start some drama. And she's like, Bally, come up on my panel. And I was like, oh my God. So Bally comes up and she's very nice. She's very nice. And she was asking questions, but she was being nice. She wasn't being mean. And then Hannibal came up, which did a good job. Somebody else came up. I can't think of his name. He went in hard and called her some names I don't like. Anybody to be called. Um,
Can you see the
oh,
comment
I
on
can't.
screen?
No, what's going on? Tell me.
Well, Hannibal, after you asked that, he hold on, I think he had a. You said he said you are 100% correct, and then he said I have not unblocked her, and I told her that I would not at this time,
Yeah, I know
and
you said at this time. I don't want this to be any time. Like,
then he
uh,
said that was an excellent summary.
okay, thank you, Hannibal, because I wondered if you thought, oh, Kiki's in my chat supporting me, and now she's a mod for Bally. Like, is she trolling me? No, no. There's two people that I won't troll, Danny and Hannibal.
Woo, 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 Hannibal.
Well, not that I make any difference. I mean, I know I don't make any difference. Look, I'm just,
Kiki's been in my stream since I had like 7 viewers.
I'm trying to get on my iPad and look at chat because I can't see it. Did you see my? So, if I unsubscribe to her, I'm not.
You won't be a mod anymore.
It's so funny because she was like, "No, Kiki, I'm not gonna mod you. You hate me," and I'm like, "Oh no, I don't hate you,
And
Bally."
I honestly don't understand people modding people like that quick. You know what I mean? Like somebody says, yeah, they're cool. Okay, I'm going to make you Heck no, I'm not going to give somebody that kind of power in my channel if I don't, if I don't fully know you and you haven't, like developed that trust with me.
No, Collie, you are absolutely not chopped a liver. And I love you too. And I'm glad you're back. And I hope you're doing well. And I'm a Christian, so I will pray for you.
Oh yeah, Hannibal, me neither. That's so silly, childish stuff when people are like that, or if if people have an issue with a creator and then they get mad at their subscribers because they were in that. Heck, no, that's no.
Someone straight up told Bally. I don't know who told her this. All of your mods are trolls. Someone straight up and told her that. And she was like, no, they're not.
So are most of Val's too. And I can't. I tried like to protect against these people and stuff, but I can't be looking out for somebody more than they're looking out for themselves. You know what I mean? Um, if I'm gonna help you and tell you, this person's a troll, that person's a troll, you modded this troll, or if I'm gonna help you out that way, and you're not gonna listen, and you're gonna keep doing it, like keep modding trolls that you don't know, keep believing trolls are certain people when they come in your room. I if you're gonna still do those things even after you've been told, then I can't help you. I can't, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
just feel like you can't be looking out for people more than they want to look out for themselves.
I agree with Hannibal that Bali is a troll magnet, but she doesn't know the difference between a supporter and a troll. She hasn't figured that out. She hasn't figured out who's trolling her. And I don't know if it's just, because she's not American. I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if there's like, um, lost in translation because of her not, English not being her first language.
Akali, that's being nice that she's the new S Jam. She's the new Natter. I mean,
Well, the thing is she's definitely
you are
an
not Fiend. You were trolling her too.
uh, she's definitely an angry drinker. I mean, when she's blasted, man, she starts screaming and like last night, like I said, her tangent on Jessica, I was just like so stinking aggravated. Like you're ripping on her for her weight, but you're drunk streaming right now.
Look,
Like
everybody, in my opinion, this is my opinion. This could be the new Foodie Beauty. I mean, if everybody wants new content, why not make Bally your new content? I mean, she hands it to us on a silver platter.
mhm.
I think someone, no, it's not. I don't know what that means. If,
She's talking about SGM.
oh, yeah, Collie, of course. I want Hannibal and Collie's beef to be over. Hannibal, what Acacia does is not what Collie does. Okay. If you want to be mad at Acacia for a comment, and I didn't like it either, don't don't hang that on Collie.
I will say that Collie, I have to say, when you were gone, I was kind of surprised at Akasha. Um,
Me too.
she was part of that troll group that was totally tearing down Val. Like, I mean, it was gross. It really was.
Whoa, I have never been mad at Collie. Okay, good, Hannibal. Acacia said something Acacia said something like Hannibal's sus as F. Yeah, I
Right.
agree.
I agree, Irma. Yep.
Here's the thing. I like Collie. Okay. I love Collie. I love Hannibal. I love Danny. And I like um Barney, Kermit. And there's people in here that are not going to be happy with y'all. You need to subscribe to Barney. She's funny.
Collie, I know that's why I was shocked. I was truly surprised.
Me too. Collie, look, I love Acacia. You know that.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know why she said that. Maybe she was trolling.
Yeah, I know, but there's a line, I feel. There's a line between trolling and harassment. And this girl was not in the frame of mind to handle the trolling that they were doing, and they knew that. And they just kept up until it tore her down.
Yeah, I have told. Okay, so here's what I have said to Barney: leave her alone. She's not well. Um,
No.
But but Danny, here's the
Yes,
thing.
Collie. It's pinned to the top, hun.
Here's the thing. I can't control what, like, I go where I want to go, and if you like whoever, that's fine. Um, she she has a thing about her. I can't control that. But I do voice my opinion. I'm not scared to say leave her alone. I don't agree, but that's up to her.
Right.
So, but I think she's funny. She's a hard and soft. Barney, if you're in here, please don't take anything I say against you because I'm just speaking my truth. But I'll tell everybody in this chat, I will never, ever, ever, ever go against Danny. Never. I don't care what Danny does. I don't care what Danny says. I will never, ever, ever, ever go against Danny.
I love you, Kiki. Yeah, yeah, Hannibal. I mean, especially on here, you can't judge people by the company that they keep, I feel like, on here, because it's not the same. You don't keep the same company that you would in real life anyway, you know? I mean, not for everybody. I have met some amazing people on here that I absolutely will hang around with in real life, but you can't trust people like you can. Well, you can't in the real world anyway, so I don't even know what I'm saying at this
No,
point.
and Acacia, let me say, I was surprised at that. Uh, I was surprised that she said that. I don't know what, if she was trolling, maybe she was trolling. I was surprised at that. I like Acacia.
Me
Acacia
too.
has my real life telephone number. So I like her. So I was just shocked at that.
See, that's exactly how I felt because I truly love Akasha, but I yeah, I was just surprised that she was, was okay with it going to the point where it went.
I've said I love Curl, but I don't always agree with Curl. And she knows that. Her and I have a big disagreement on a certain somebody. But I think she's funny. She's nice. I like her. She's witty. Um, you can disagree with someone and still support them.
Anna Lynn, we were talking Val, which is Enchanted Roses. Um, Charlie Flower, it says. No, it said Choli. Choli Flower. Hi, Choli Flower.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you. Yeah.
How are you gals? Number
Good. How
one,
are you? How are you doing?
I'm chugging along. Chugging along. It's
Collie, you
slow.
are so strong.
You listen, I hear you guys say that and I go, they are the reasons I'm strong because I don't feel that. You have to see me some days. I'm like, I can't do this. But, okay. So forgive me because I'm not coming out here to attack anybody or anything of that nature. I'm a little shocked because, as you guys do know, I keep up with everybody. I try to keep up. That I don't go into other people's chats. That's not because I can't or don't want to. It's because honestly, I've been staying kind of just in my own little space and kind of trying to get my energy back so I can do this myself because this is something I enjoy doing for the community. But so I will say because I don't want to sound like listen, she's a full grown adult and I cannot track what a person says or does. We've had people come in our chats and say things and spread their opinions about things and there are times that we have reacted to other people's comments about us but when it comes down to it, the things that happened before I went into surgery, the Monty stuff, the Curl Connection stuff, the Hannibal stuff, all that to me this day and age is over, is done. These things are not important anymore. Um, do I think that everybody is kiki and everybody is hand holding? No. But at the same time, when I went into surgery after it, a lot of people came out and a lot of people were very nice to me and very apologetic. And I appreciate that. And Hannibal was one of them. Um, that being said, I know that Akash is very protective of me as well.
Oh, I know. And I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
I love that about
Yeah,
Akasha.
she is, and she has been, and always will be somebody that is a rock. She's been very good to me. She's been one of my, I never ever had any kind of situation in my chat mod wise. I mean, we've had our struggles with other people, but that's never been like a public thing. Like it's never been a fight. You've never heard us go, oh, so and so is this, that, and the other.
It's
So
funny you say that. I just told my mods the other day. I was like, I'm so grateful for you guys because
yeah.
I can't even remember who it was, but somebody's community, the mod squad, was just falling apart. And I'm like, I am
Yeah.
so thankful for
Well,
my
I know who
mods.
Yeah.
that is.
No, Danny, I agree with that 100%. And believe me, after everything I've been through, I really respect what people have done for me. They've come and they've supported. They have been, colleagues, you need to talk, colleagues, you need this. So I love these people. I can never ever say that they've ever done anything in my chats nefarious or anything that would be hurtful. Now, as far as going to other people's chats, Hannibal is correct. I can't control what other people say or how they feel about other creators. It's Listen, I can't make a person say, okay, I forgive this person. Now you need to forgive this person. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. We've been through a lot together, all of us, and especially me in my short amount of time doing what I was doing. I was going full circle with this. I was doing, 5 nights a week. I was going 6 to 8 hours. I was killing myself.
Yep.
At the same time, I felt like I had a different approach to it because I was trying to do things more of like a perspective, learning, education, kind of like not just talking badly on Chantel, but like
Right?
let's
And
look at
didn't it
the
feel good, Collie? Because
yeah.
I've been kind of gearing away from her. And oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh, I feel so much lighter.
It's not even that, Danny. It's that, like, after a while with her, she's going to do what she does because she
Mm-hmm.
knows it's going to piss off the majority and they're going to say shit. She
Yep.
loves the attention,
Yeah.
whether it's good, bad, indifferent, not good. It doesn't matter. She wants the fucking attention. Sorry.
Yeah.
But,
Yep.
so as far as she's concerned, like, I have nice say about certain things she does that it's not even about her lifestyle.
Collie, you're muted, I think.
Yeah, I think we lost you, Collie.
1 second. Okay, am I
Okay, there
back?
you go. Yeah,
Okay,
you're
yeah.
back.
Stupid phone. I do, and I try to do things in my chats that are conducive, like to be supportive to the community as they're watching this. So, like I said, I've gone down a lot of holes with people, and there are people that I won't have any interactions with anymore. And I think y'all know who I'm talking about. The one who struck my channel, who tried to take me down. Um, I'm not afraid of him. He doesn't occur to me anymore. He doesn't matter. Like, I will talk about certain things that are relative to the community that I'm not looking to talk about his content. His content doesn't matter to me. I'm talking about matter. um so anybody that supports that, I can't gel with. That's why I don't know, and I don't get involved with Dally. She's been to my chat a few times and I don't engage. There are some people that you kind of have a feeling about them and you kind of go, yeah, I'm gonna keep myself distant. So I don't get involved with that. But I was interested in, and I'm sorry to hear, Kiki, that you felt or you got some kind of interaction that wasn't positive. So I was kind of just wanting to know what went on with Akasha.
No, I'm not saying anything. No, 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 no. I have never had a bad interaction with Akasha.
Okay.
Never. But because I think she likes me too. I hope she does.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I never have personally either. It was
Yeah. No.
more there is a troll group that is going beyond hard
Mm-hmm.
at Enchanted Roses, and um I'm sorry, Val. She's not in the right frame of mind to handle
Mm-hmm.
it. She's
She's
just
Right.
not.
not.
Right.
And and so to me it's extremely means not even the word. I
Mm-hmm.
honestly the state of mind she's in and everything she's been through and going through in this past year, and they go in there and they troll her. They pretend to be her ex-boyfriend, they pretend to be her baby daddy, they pretend to
Mm-hmm.
be her mom.
Mm-hmm.
um and they get her all, worked up, and then when she finds out they're trolls, then she gets worked up again. And she, like I said, she's just not in the right frame of mind to even be able to handle it. All of her mods are trolls, all of
Mm-hmm.
them. um they block the people that are supportive of her so that there's only trolls in that chat. And so for me, I knew that when you were gone, Collie, she was kind of hanging out with that group.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't really think anything of it because, Akasha's been around with my channel since the very
I
beginning.
know. That's how I met her.
Yeah, and I love her. So,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think anything of her like kind of hanging with that crowd, but then I saw comments in people's like posts and stuff about Val, and I was just like shocked. Like, I mean, they had people convince her that they were her ex-boyfriend. They had her unlock her door at like 12:30 at night when she has a child. They had her unlock her door at like 12:30 at night and said that, he was coming over, unlock the door so I can get in. So she is in the middle of the night with her door unlocked and her little girl sleeping upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just gone overboard. Then her mom had a stroke a little over a year ago, and she's not doing well at all. And Val is having a really, really hard time with that. And so doesn't a troll come in and convince her that they're her mother? I mean, I have tried and tried and tried to protect her from this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but the next day she'll believe, like, after the last time I tried to help her, the very next day she believed that someone was her mom in her chat. She will take, like, the trolls word over the people that are actually trying to look out for her. I've had DMs like crazy from people trying to look out for her. But at this point, I have to step back because it's like she doesn't retain the information. The next day, she's modding trolls again and stuff. So I can't be more concerned for your well being than you are.
Mm-hmm.
Can I say? Let me speak on a couple of things, Collie. This
Mm-hmm.
I pride myself on. It's harder on YouTube, but I pride myself on a gut instinct of people. And I don't know if everybody knows, but I was a Monty supporter. I paneled a couple of times with Collie. I don't know if you remember that, but we were on panel with Monty together.
Yeah,
That's how
I did.
that's how I met Collie. Collie, Grebo, and Buddha, I felt were very intelligent in the way that they spoke on things. They didn't go too far, but were intellectual. This is kind of like why I like Hannibal, because he says things very smartly. Um, okay, Collie has a Collie leaves Monty. We don't know why she left quietly, and okay, I'm still a Monty supporter. Collie comes out against Monty. This is what I want to say to you, Collie. I'm
Mm-hmm.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you say it doesn't matter anymore, and I get that, but I want to tell you, I'm so sorry. I went hard on Collie. I unsubscribed to her. I said, you can't believe everything that you read on Kiwi Farms or Reddit. You're believing just some haters. I went hard on Collie and unsubscribed. She was right, everybody. She was the
Yep.
first person to say it, and she was right. And I am so sorry. And I cannot believe that after that happened, I unsubscribed
Exactly,
to
Fiend.
everybody but Danny. I called Danny and I was like, oh my God, like, you're the only one I can trust. I,
Mm-hmm.
I just did a mass. I'm like, I'm done with it all.
Mm-hmm.
Then I slowly subscribed back to Collie, Hannibal. It's just a handful. I absolutely will not. go in deep anymore because it affected Kylie's health. At what point are we going to let this affect our health? I mean, so I just want to say from me to you,
Hi, Bebop.
I know you've accepted my apology, but I wanted to say it to you in person.
I appreciate that, Kiki. You know how I am about this stuff. It's again, around the time that this happened, and I'm sure Danny can recall this too. Around the time that it happened, I even said before I made the community post 2 9 nods, I was like, "Am I doing the right thing?" Because this wasn't something I went to look for. This was brought to my attention, and Danny, I am sure that you can understand too. Like, if somebody, in your cant or your nods, they're like, "Oh, look what's going on here." You gotta take a look and see what's happening. The reason I
Mm-hmm.
did it had nothing to do with getting back at Monty. It had a lot to do with the fact that I was a former panel member, and these are women up there,
Hi,
like
Dax.
like Girido, like Duda, like Doai, like all these women, and here he is saying these things, and he's categorizing these types of women, and I'm like, he's talking about the very women that are up there. That's offensive to me. And the other thing I was offended at was the Reddit, and again, it could be alleged, whatever. I don't care. Okay, I feel that.
Collie, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't
Yeah,
mean to
yeah, yeah.
interrupt, but what? So what started it? I know that that you came out with something, or
Mm-hmm.
did a live that people didn't believe you or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and came at you about. Was that about the I can't even remember what it's called, the semen thing? Was that about that
Oh, it
whole?
was it was literally Danny, and I still have it literally in my inbox. It was the entire thread of just everything attached to Monty. All the accounts that he was under, all the things that he was, talking about the semen retention, yes, the Reddit posts, all the things that he said that he didn't do. And the things that I was reading were appalling. So for me, again, and I
And
told
you were
you,
the only one when all that came out.
She
yeah,
was the first
You
one.
I
were
was the
the
first. I was
yeah.
the first. It was disturbing because, like you had just said, Kiki, I had stepped down the panel. Now it had nothing to do with any of that. I stepped down for a different reason. It had to do with former nods of his that I had, issues with. That I stepped down, and I didn't want anybody to really. I didn't want to go into it. It was something that was very hurtful at the time, and Akasha was there, and a few others were there, so they know. But this, when this came to me, this was about something that was a little bit way more serious than me just having a fallout with a couple of knots.
Right.
This
I
is
know, I
like,
know that.
yeah. So I made that post. I stood on my words. I knew that people were going to get angry. And people were, like you said, Kiki, unfollowing, telling me you're irrelevant. The only reason I cared about you was because of Monty. And I took that. And did it upset me? Sure, it did. At the same time, I also, and I'm a very strong person in my convictions. And this wasn't about drama for me. This was about wrong is wrong. Okay.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
this is somebody that's public servicing the public, and majority are female. And these women are up there, and this is before Tiny and Buddha and all this stuff. I knew nothing. I knew nothing of his involvement with any of these women. Okay. I knew it as,
Right. That
the,
your post,
yeah,
your thing was all on Reddit and Kiwi Farms. It
right.
didn't have any her video that got her so much hate. And let's just put it how it is, Collie. You're being nice. I
Mm-hmm.
unsubscribed and I said I was disappointed, but I didn't go hard on you like that because
Mm-hmm.
I respected you. There were people, no, you guys don't understand how bad it got for Collie.
Yeah.
There were people that went in hard. She's being kind about this. Now, I think since everything has
Hi,
come out,
Jarella.
that they've seen, like I have, that she was right all along. Um, And Kali has given a voice to people that
A lot
Veronica
of
is
people
who I'm
don't
talking
like.
about.
I give voice to people because I believe in listening to both sides, even though, I back when Monty was trying to expose me, I came from the community that basically was extremely one-sided. It was like, this is our side, this is the right that we have. There's a lot of shit going down that I saw on a daily. So this crap with Monty kind of reminded me of that. I was like, no, 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 no. We're not going to have this. I have a lot of respect for a lot of people in this community. I think this is like Danny said earlier, it could be a really supportive community if you do it right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were very good to me. And you're right, Kiki. Some people were nasty. And I took it. Was like, okay, do what you got to do. That I'm not going to change who I am because y'all think this is about, first of all, Monty did not make my channel. I made my channel.
Yes, I
Um,
agree.
I had Monty on a few times, and I will tell you guys, completely different than what he is now. He was engaging, he was funny, he was, just cool. And I kind of think like I saw the better of him before it got worse. And, I used to enjoy going up on his panels. I used to like it. And then it got a little too much, too much. The conversations are getting uncomfortable. I didn't like the DLS stuff all the time, So and even before I decided to see my way out, I was going up there less and less and less. And I was like, you know what? I can do this too. I've held communities. I could talk to people. I can do this. So I did it myself. So Monty had nothing to do with my channel. My
I
channel was
agree.
there.
I agree. 100%. I agree.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people were saying that. And I knew it was like, oh, I get it. A lot of people didn't know I had a channel. There's the difference between me and a lot of other creators. I didn't self promote. I didn't go up there saying, hey, Monty, put my channel out there. I was like, yo, if you knew, you knew. You didn't, you didn't. I'm just another person who was a supporter at the time. But doing what I do, I don't feel that I fall into the same category as everybody else. And I'm not saying that to be mean, that I say it as somebody who enjoys to be in a conversation about certain things instead of just sitting up there going, well, she ate this today and she looks like crap today and da 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 da. Like, yeah, I can joke with the best of them, and I have. But I'm more interested in the psychological side of it, if you will. So yes, I did become, I did get a little ill during the whole thing. And a lot of things happened. It wasn't just the Monty thing. I got COVID, one of our mods disappeared, and that was weighing very heavily on us. And everything that impacted me impacted them, and it was hard for me. So I carried on anyway, because that's what I do. And it's sad that a lot of people felt the way they did, that I understood it. I did understand it. And I still understand it. It's cool if people don't always, listen, I know me being gone. A lot of people are like not going back to college because, who knows, she'll be gone another 8 months. It's not my choice. I've done a lot of thinking during this whole hiatus that I've had. And like I said before, a lot of this shit that went down is not worth my health. It's not worth Val's health. It's not worth Dali's health. It's not worth Jessica Nessica's. It's not. I feel for these people that, Danny, we can't save them all either. You know, we can only give them what we see and support, but we can't change what's going to happen. Unfortunately, if things are going to get bad, they're going to get bad no matter what we say or do. And I think I tried doing that too in my own chats. Like, I didn't want things to get to a certain point, and they did anyway, and I took the brunt of that. you know but I'm glad that I can see out the other side of it. And anybody that was with me, and I will always credit Akasha, J9, Jenna, all 9 mods, they were there. They were always there. And, we would have periodic conversations about things. And there are times that I would say, oh, I see what's going on. Like, just hope everybody's okay. But as far as the trolling stuff, it's, I don't know. It makes me sad because I like Val. She's always been a sweetheart. She comes to my chats. I know that she's had a little hardness here, uh and it seems to be the running thing here. I wish we were a little bit more understanding of the fact that we're all human beings at the end of the day. We all come here for an escape or entertainment or just to jive with our community. And it seems to me, and not because I left, but it's like it went to hell in a handbasket. Like it just went so beyond pushing the envelope of like how nasty people have gotten. And I'm seeing it again, like it's coming around again. And I'm like, nah, I'm not shutting up this time. It's a little too much for my liking. And I think we need to hone it back in and realize that again, we all come here to, you know, kiki with each other, to have fun, to talk, to laugh, to get through this craziness and not to bring each other down. So I don't, again, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, I'm going to, you know, put somebody down for their actions. There's reasons behind why people do what they do. I don't understand it all the time, but I'm not meant to. Most of us aren't, unfortunately.
I will say, I think that what. Hi, Hannibal. Sorry.
Hi, Hannibal.
I think what had Akasha on board with the trolls, honestly,
Mhm.
is people were really, really upset at how Val was speaking to her daughter, which I
Mhm.
totally understand. You guys know how I am. Just yelling in general sends me, to an ugly place. I just can't. So I get that, but the troll and I'm not. I don't know how to say it. Like, I don't think that Akasha was one of the trolls.
Mhm.
I don't think she was the one doing this, but she did kind of like agree with them. Like, she did like condone it or whatever. That's what I was upset about. But like Lilith just said, she's lost. That's because Lilith is one of the ones, like, I talk to Lilith constantly, all day, every day. And I never mentioned it to anybody about Akasha. One, because like I said, I was so shocked. I really was put off, like, holy crap. I couldn't believe that she was like condoning it. But I understand what had people mad. Like, people were really, really upset about how she spoke to her daughter and stuff. And I get that because I was upset about it too. But pushing her over the edge, what do you
Mhm.
think? Who do you think is going to get the brunt of that?
I don't know, Val. So this is what I've noticed, and this is what she needs to learn, if you want my opinion. There are people that you can push back on, and there are people that you need to just let troll. If you,
Mm-hmm.
there are trolls that if you clap back, they're going to clap back harder, and you're not equipped
Right.
to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't understand that. And she's not innocent also. She
Right. I
has,
agree.
okay. So I'm just saying that I see both sides because I'm not emotionally in this whole Val thing. But
Mhm.
if Akasha, if a not Akasha, if Kali said, I like this person, I would give that person a chance. If
Right.
Danny
Same.
says I like this person, I give that person a chance.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing I want to say about the Monty thing is that there has been said that men shouldn't be in girl world, and I disagree. Who shouldn't be the? I don't care if you're a man or a woman, okay,
Same.
but
I
who
think
you
I do
are.
think the men have a harder um time having to prove themselves, though, because of people like Monty and Gorlick. I think that,
Yes,
yeah.
they have made Garlic and Monty have made it hard for Hannibal, Gary,
Mm-hmm.
somebody that is truly has a right to be here.
Right.
Then yo mama comes in. Yo mama, just go, please. Just go. Okay, you're irrelevant. I mean, really, does anyone watch him? I don't.
Mm-mm. No, I don't either.
I'll say this about Yonana, okay, because I strongly dislike the way that he has very limited knowledge of the things that he talks about. At the same time, there are times that I do agree with Yonana. There are times that I listen to him with other people or say things about other people. I'm like, yep, you're right, you're right, you're right. I can't believe I'm agreeing with you, but you're right. Um, I don't appreciate he talks about that FFG is obsessed with Chantel and da da da. Okay, I could say the same thing about you and 3Z. That I'm not even going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Um, I did agree with the YTR conversation. I agreed with the Gary conversation. A lot of it made a lot of sense. He could do some good at times, but I think there are times that he goes above and beyond, and it's a little, it's too much. But again, he's not my cup of tea. I'm pretty sure that there are people that disagree with that. But
Oh, Hannibal, we lost Hannibal. Come back. Come back. We'll shut up. I
Hannibal
promise.
Hannibal is just playing his game.
Hannibal, come
And
back because I want to hear you.
Yeah, me
this
too.
plug could totally relate to this because we're always chatting and it's like, a bunch of us girls and plug.
Mhm.
So he barely gets a word in edgewise.
A lot of things happened with
I can't
Polly's
either,
channel
Irma.
and Danny's channel while I was gone.
Yes, please come back, Hannibal. We'll let you talk, I promise.
You could interrupt me at any time, Hannibal. It's not like you haven't done it before.
Hi, Grateful. Hi,
YTR,
Jer.
Janet. So Collie and
Hell to the
YTR are not
no,
the same.
Oh
Janet.
my
Oh my
gosh,
Hell
God,
to the
Holly.
no.
no. I actually am going to do a live, and I was going to talk about this because I've been watching the Bridge. They become icy. I saw her live with Sandy and with April, and I actually reached out to NCM and I said, listen, olive branch, because Sandy. Sandy didn't have such a great time with us at the end of it. She came in to defend YTR, and I wasn't very nice to her. But I did say, olive branch, it's all forgotten, it's dropped. I'm glad that she got out of it. Hi, Hannibal.
Hi,
Hello, can you hear
Julianne.
me? Oh, I
Yes.
can. Hey, Collie. Hey, Dammit.
Hey.
Hey, Kiki. I appreciate you all. Now, can I say something real quick?
Please.
First of all,
If you
Collie,
don't say it now, you might not get a
He's
chance.
like, before
I'm
Collie
so glad
starts
you're
talking
back.
again.
I'm so glad that you're back, Collie. I've never really had an issue with you. I've voiced it. Um, And for me personally, your health was way more important than any kind of beef or any kind of YouTube issue that was going on. And so that took precedence over everything. And I'm so very glad that you're back. Everything else doesn't matter. Now,
Yeah.
as far as your mods, Akasha, and those people that support you, I understand that. I have no issue with them. I have no issue with you. They are right. They have a right to their opinion. And if they feel that way, that's fine. I did take heed to your warning a long, long time ago because I do recall having a conversation with you, and you told me in not so many words, you didn't come right out and say, hey, you need to stay away from him because this and that. But you said, I'm going to back off of certain creators because I feel that these things are going on and I'm just going to watch. And when you said that, I did the same thing. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
And you were right. You were right. But let's see, what else have y'all covered over here? Because I was talking the first time, and apparently my game was overtaking everything.
You want to speak on Bali?
Yes,
Bally.
please.
Look, I've peeped Bally out a long time ago that she is a very lonely and drunken, attention-seeking individual who possibly needs some real therapy versus YouTube therapy. But once she's taken that chance and taken that path of continuously displaying her life online, then I mean, here we are. What else is there to say? Now, will I say ballet's funny? Yes. Entertaining can be. Stupid, most definitely. But trustworthy? No, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. No,
No.
no. Mm-mm. And it's apparent that she is full of trolls. Bali is infected with trolls like fleas. So, um, yeah, go over there, have a good time, enjoy yourselves. I can't
Yeah,
tell anybody where to go, but don't believe a word that Bali says because at the end of the day,
Oh, I didn't hear that, Glam. I'm glad I didn't hear it. The other was bad enough.
what did Glam say? Oh, I got the chat there. Look, it
B-
is like StreamYard.
BDSM
Oh,
that uh
look, I
YTR said about Bridget.
yeah. Oh, you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't. I only heard the
Oh,
racist stuff, which was bad
Oh,
enough.
oh, well, it got bad.
yeah.
That got really bad.
oh, uh, her chat. The last time I was in her chat, the last time that I watched her, this is when I unsubscribed to her. The Gaining Gird, maybe you were in there. I think you were. Um, she originally said that May deserved it. Do you remember that? Her chat was trying to get her to say, to admit that you admitted that you admitted that. No, I never said that. No, see, she won't take accountability for the big things, for the things that she needs to say. I was wrong about that for whatever reason. I was wrong about that. Like Hannibal, not taking account, it's the stupid things that she said I'm sorry about, but not taking accountability for trying to take channels down. That's why I unsubscribed to her, because she has her own words thrown back in her mouth and she won't admit to it.
Yeah, well, that's why she got so upset at me and called me all kinds of different names, mate. And here's the thing, people are upset. People got upset with me because I made a video about Bali and said I shouldn't have addressed it. But damn it, you've made 20 something videos about me. What am I not supposed to say something?
Well, I don't understand. I mean, I don't know if people got mad at you about that, but the things that she says about Gary and Kaya and other people, like, I mean, she goes way hard.
Way beyond and above. But I mean, I can't say that it's her upbringing or her life, but she's very, very different. She definitely needs some kind of counseling and she definitely needs to get off of YouTube. These are the things that I do know. Everything else about her is being laid out in front of us, and it's not being laid out in a pretty way. And she's not a very nice, how to say, she doesn't
Six.
she doesn't think very well. I can't say she's not a nice person because she'd probably give you the shirt off of her back, but she probably say some real bigoted things while giving you the shirt off
Right.
of her back.
Yes.
The reason
So
why people are saying go sub to Bali is because here's the thing.
Mhm.
If she gets to 1,000 subscribers, then she can become monetized. And her whole thing is people are doing this for money. People are doing this for money. That's all they're doing it for. Of course, dumbass. Sorry, honey. Of
yeah,
course.
that's what I was thinking. Like, why else am I? Yeah, I like to share my opinion and I like to receive other opinions, and that's fine. But I stated from the beginning, if I could make some coin off of this, damn right I'm gonna do that. What made
Right.
you think I'm not?
So
And
it's going to
Bally's
be
like, I don't want to make no
interesting.
money. So yeah, let's get Bally to it. And I started that. I'm sorry. That's me and my pettiness. I said, let's get Bally to 1,000. So let's see if
He
she's gonna
did. I
turn her
was there.
monetization off.
That's like I said last night, Hannibal, when people were trying to, get her subscribers and stuff. I was ready to share it because she literally said if more people came in, she was going to end chat. I said
That's
I
what
want to
she
see her
said.
actually end chat with a
She said,
full
if I get
room.
over 40, I'm going to, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like
Here's
ready
Yeah.
to
the thing,
share
though.
it.
She was not gonna end chat. She was just gonna be like,
No.
oh,
Hi,
so many
Austin.
people watching me.
Let's see, Bally, if you'll demonetize yourself. Like Gary said he was actually gonna do. And it was his subscribers that begged him not to do. Let's see if you do that, Bally. Let's get her up to 1,000 and see if she doesn't monetize. Let's
But
see.
Kiki, guess what? Okay, and this is coming from the OG over here. That you can demonetize, no problem. That guess what happens after a while? YouTube does have a say in what you put up there. I get it every time. If you say something wrong, if you put out the wrong content, the wrong song, the wrong this, the wrong that, guess what's going to happen? YouTube's going to go, no, we ain't paying
Yep.
that.
That. Yep. all day
Well, then
long.
Bali didn't have a prayer.
None. Copyrighted
And you know what?
music.
The whole hug box thing, of course our chats are like hug boxes. You know why? Because we treat our subscribers with respect.
Exactly.
Like, it's just human decency.
Well, I look at that as everybody has like a core of supporters. Everybody has people that were with them that were there when the channel started, and that's your core. Other people that come in and like you, that's fine. So the people that are there, your core are always going to be quote in quote your hug box. They're always going to have your back. They're always going to be supporters. They're always going to be there
Hi,
unless you do
Bam.
something really, really stupid, Monty. Unless
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love you, Hannibal. Yeah. Hi,
so,
Bamboozled.
hey, Bamboozle. Hey, everybody in the chat. I'm
Hi,
sorry.
and
Hi,
Hods.
Bam.
Thank you. I saw your message too. Thank you so much for that.
That's what
I
I
appreciate it.
that's what I started saying earlier when I texted the mods last night. I was like, um, I said, Girl World is 50 shades of effed up right now. MCM is live streaming about Bali, and Bali is in the chat. And can I just say, I love Hannibal?
Mm-hmm.
Um, a- Actually, I found Hannibal. This is really, really a strange way of how I found Hannibal, and I'm glad you both are up here, Collie. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
well, I said to you a long time ago, be careful, Collie. Don't go after creators because you share subscribers. So we all do, right? I see Bamboozled in here, Fiend. We all cross over, right, to each other's streams.
Yep.
And what I was worried about with Collie was if you do this, you're going to divide your subscribers. So that's what I meant by that. But Hannibal was in that stream that night and they were kind of going back at each other. And she said, House of Hannibal, I've always loved you, but I don't understand what. And as soon I jumped off and I found House of Hannibal and I've been watching him ever since. And it was because you
Hang
guys
on,
were going,
Kiki. Thank you so much, Lilith, for gifting a membership. Welcome, Grateful Life. Or welcome
Yeah,
back.
grateful.
It might be a welcome back for you, Grateful, I
I
think.
hate the people that I like Hannibal, Collie, Danny, going after each other. And that's why I was mad at Collie, because I was a big support. Collie, can you I don't know if you know the answer to this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it true that his giveaways were just a grab for addresses?
Whose giveaways? Nantes?
Yeah.
Um, I can't speak the truth on that. I know allegedly that it was said that well, Purple Glitter in her videos that she
Thank you,
has
Glam.
Turtle Glitter had said, she was sending all of these items, and I had said to, I think it was
Welcome
Akasha,
back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
yay.
Bam. Sorry,
Um,
Collie.
it's okay. I said that those things looked familiar to me because he did have those in giveaways. So I don't think that I don't know about anything like trying to get addresses or things like that. I wouldn't put it past him. But again, I did recognize when Purple Glitter did her video saying she sent this and that. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't he have that as a giveaway? Like a lot of it, listen, I don't even want to go down that road because you know what? That's a whole other
Hang on,
something.
Collie. Hang
Yeah.
on. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. 6. Okay, go ahead.
That's a whole other situation. What I
Yeah,
do
Collie, this
know,
goes deep. I mean,
yeah.
there people, what was said publicly, but
Hmm.
there are things that have been done that you guys don't even know. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure. And the GoFundMe's, I think I know
yeah,
when
specifically the GoFundMe's.
well,
Yes.
Sam,
Thank you,
again,
Julie.
yeah, Sam had done the video on that.
Are we
I didn't
talking
know.
about that for somebody that we used to advertise all the time? See, I had
Yes, yes,
um
yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, yes,
can you
yes.
fill me in because once I cut ties, it was like, you know what, as you stated, as a man in the
Mm-hmm.
girl world, I needed to completely get away from it because then guilt by association.
Yep.
And
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee you, anybody in my Discord, anybody who's messaged me, anybody who's talked to me, I'm not that way. I don't want your information. I don't want anything from you. Let's have we talking about whatever we're talking about and move on about our day. Done.
Mm-hmm.
Hannibal keeps it classy.
So no, I don't want to have that association. So can you fill me in about this fundraiser? Because I
Sure.
have a lot of suspicions and I want to see if I'm right. My spidey sense was tingly.
Again, I didn't know much
It
about it.
was not true,
Yeah.
Bebop.
Exactly, and I gave money towards it.
I
Okay.
used to promote it all the time.
Are we
Oh my God,
talking?
I'm
Are we
so pissed.
talking
I'm so
about?
pissed.
Are we talking about Ray Ray? Or are we talking about
Yeah,
That's who
Sunshine and
I'm talking
Sunflower?
about.
Okay.
that's who I was talking
Are
about.
Okay.
you fucking serious? I'm sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That can't. Oh, I feel
I
like a
don't know
fourth
why
grader.
that surprises you. Nothing surprises me
It
in these
shocked me,
communities.
Collie. Why? Okay, tell me why I should not be shocked.
I could give you so much background on why you shouldn't be shocked because unfortunately in this community, when you get
No,
a group
Julianne.
when you get a group of people
Yep, Lois.
together and you're going through something or whatever and get it in your mind that, oh, listen, I don't know if it was his idea or her idea. I don't know. And I don't know how much he was getting out of it. The what a shitty way to go on both ends. I'll say it that way. Then again, I didn't know
Hmm.
much about it until Sunshine and Sunflowers came out with her. That's Sam that came out with her video talking about hers. Because I had said, I was like, oh, that's who he kept. Because he would plug that GoFundMe every single stream, every stream. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, like I didn't know who she was. So no offense to her. I know her now and I like her. She's a good girl, but um it was a little
Collie, she was
what
in on it.
I again Kiki.
I have to feel like she was in on it.
Wait.
Yeah.
I missed it. Who are we talking about? Was in on it?
Ray
Is that
Ray.
Ray Ray was in
Well,
on
Ray
it?
Ray. Well, she would have to be, wouldn't
She would
she?
have to
Yes.
be. Yeah,
Well
she's
yeah.
sending the pictures.
Well
And
How
yeah.
she's
else
the
is she
one that
getting the pictures?
supposedly had the C.
Yes. Yes.
And I
Brain
hate
seed.
saying that being a recipient of GoFundMe, my own mods did it for me, but as you guys know and have seen, there were reasons.
It
And
was real.
right, and I again
Wow.
When Akasha wanted to do this, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna fall into that category, and I really don't want that. But again, it's the difference between when people really want to do something. There are good ass people in this community.
Yep.
That's why it makes me angry to
Yep.
hear that other people that you think are going through something. That's no joke. I was afraid that that was me, to be honest with you. All right, now we're talking real about brain cancer. Do you not think that that could have been me? That was a tumor that wasn't cancer, but it was still a tumor. I went through that, and to
Right.
know
So
that,
don't take up for Ray Ray, Collie.
yeah, no. Then I'm saying like to lie, and to
Mm-hmm.
make it look like that for anybody forward. You know what I'm saying? Like the next person will be like, "Hey, I donated to that." Now I look like a jackass because anybody else that comes out, I'm gonna think twice about donating. That's terrible because there are
I
people
think your
that
situation is totally
right.
different.
I understand that. That I'm saying, Kiki, that if there are any others in the community that do need the help, that are sick, that are
Yeah.
going through stuff, they'll think twice
Oh,
because
yeah.
they'll be like, well, this happened and this is tied to this situation. And I'm ungrateful because my surgery came off the heels of what I just had gone through. So anybody could have been like, oh, Collie, we see what you're doing. And it was never like that. And I was grateful to my mods for that and grateful to this community for that. That's why I say any of this petty nonsense, garbage, stupidity does not matter. That at the end
Hi,
of the day,
cutie.
if you're gonna if you're going to take advantage, that's sickening. I'm sad to hear that.
Yeah, it's very sad because I
Hi, Moon.
100% believe that Ray Ray was sick. I gave money towards it. I think
Mhm.
I said to you, Collie, how can you say this about Monty? For Christ's sakes, he has a GoFundMe for a woman. You remember me saying that, Collie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I was so sucked in. I was so sucked in. And I'll tell you what, Ray Ray had to be a part of it, had to have been, because there were pictures, there were
Oh yeah.
discussions.
They probably split the money. Well, and now he's doing another GoFundMe. So
Okay.
That's
Are you
that's
shitting me,
absolutely
Danny?
disgusting. I'm sorry. That's
no,
just
he's doing
absolutely
one for
disgusting.
Timberly now.
Oh God.
Kimberly,
Hmm.
who isn't she? Well, I don't know.
I used to post it in my chats all the time, and Ray Ray hardly ever even came in my chat, but we always posted it.
Yeah, how did it come to light? I'd like to know that too. How did it come to light that she did?
Oh, I
Private discords.
Oh,
That's how I found out about it, by in a
and
private
the, and
discord.
wasn't Instagram also involved, Kiki? I think
I don't know about the Instagram. I was in one a
she was
private chat.
putting like, if I recall correctly, now don't quote me, but I could swear she was putting basically like OnlyFans content on Instagram too.
oh God.
Yeah, she has not been seen since.
Right.
That
Since it's
is
all come to
dreadful.
light, I haven't seen her.
Has he made mention of it at all?
No,
See, I
but
don't
Danny,
watch
you know
him
where I
anymore.
have heard Ray Ray? You know where I have heard Ray Ray?
Mm-mm.
In Michelle Goes Live. I've heard someone say Ray Ray in that
Oh, really?
community.
Oh my gosh, that would make sense.
It's so scary because these are people. I've had all these people. I don't know that you handle. I've had all these people at my channel, on my channels, things of that nature. I mean, not like recently, but like in the very beginning, I had Ray Ray on. Right when I started, becoming like a member, or not a member, but like a panelist over at Monty's, and it never would occur to me to even think twice about something like that.
Never, never. And dealing with these people, yeah, have they been over to my channel? I don't know, because once my first
Sure.
channel got deleted, I don't think I've done very many panels other than
Mm,
members only panels, but I
I
might
don't
have
know,
one
Hannibal,
today.
about Ray Ray, but we all cross over. We were in your chat too.
And that's
Thank you,
what I was
ma'am.
saying the other night. Actually, I think I said that last night talking to your mama. Like, I don't understand why half of your mama's chat is upset about me calling his entertainment mindless humor when they're in my chat as well. So we share the same audience, and the people that are in my chat didn't take any offense. It's only the people that stay in your chat that don't do their homework or research or even know who I am that took offense to that, because I was absolutely talking about his lack of knowledge as he's sitting here reporting on everybody.
Hi,
Because,
Jericho.
as I called him, an ambulance chaser, he's just out here chasing the first scoop that he can get so that he can say, I said it first.
You do that laugh so good.
I'm sorry. Don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Tangent, tangent. I'm gonna get back in my corner. Thank you.
I
Well,
miss you,
Hannibal, I
Hannibal.
think you're
Hi,
somebody that,
Ursinate.
I miss you, Collie. We used to have some really good and
I
interesting
yes.
know.
conversations. I'm sorry. Those were
I
really
know.
fun.
This man had me rolling on my lives. You want to know why some of them went to 8 hours, Hannibal?
Because of
Because
you.
I just had
Because of
us
you.
crying.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't turn
Okay.
it off.
This is true. This is true.
I
But
don't even remember why you guys. I oh yeah, now I do. I was gonna say I don't even remember why you guys got in an argument, but now I do. Yeah, yeah,
and it
yeah.
wasn't even his fault. It wasn't even like that. Again, it's just, it is what it is. Like I said, that stuff is all stupidity to me now. Like that, when it comes down to it, like sometimes, you think especially me, I do a lot of going back, and I watch rewatch a lot of things just because I always do that. I want to know where my mind was, and there are times I'm like, oh, Kali, yikes, you said that, sheesh. But there are times that I've had some really good conversations with people, and that's what keeps me coming back. And like, there's some really good people in this community, and with the right audience, with the right panel, with the right content, the good can always outweigh the bad. No matter what crap goes on. I mean, not talking like Nat or Chantel or any of them. I'm saying like in our community that it's been very sad to see in the last several months now that creator on creator, man. I'm like, damn, y'all are just, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, and they're trying their best to pit me against your mama, and I
Mm,
understand why, but I really don't have a beef with the man other than he just don't know what he's talking about.
agree.
and, and that's it. And he could go and do his entertainment. He can say whatever he wants. He can have his opinion. That's fine. But learn what you're talking. And this the other day, he finally figured out what I was saying. You behind the scenes, you in everybody's DMs. Of course, they're gonna say you're screwing everybody. Of course, these rumors are gonna come up. That's why you don't do it. That's why you sit and take an hour or two to review somebody's video versus getting a little clip and somebody. And that's all he's doing. He's getting little clips of what I say and then trying to react to me. He hasn't really watched an entire show of mine. He's just watched
Well,
what.
is it so far fetched? But Jessica's point on why can a creator react to a creator, I get that. You can. If a creator does something
Guys,
wrong,
I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom.
but
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why going after a creator that hasn't done anything wrong, said anything racist, or done anything. I don't understand about going against go after Monty, for Christ's sakes. But
They
why go after Hannibal? What has he done wrong? What has he
I,
said
I
wrong?
asked the question. I asked the question that was unpopular at the time, and I gave proof as to why I asked that question. Because again, it was very hard in the girl world when Monty and Garlic Bread were being exposed for their behind the scenes, and of course, I felt like I was under attack because no men should be in girl world, and I'm like, come on, guys, that don't even make sense. No men should be in girl world. So um, your mama just seemed to pop up because he was chasing the garlic bread drama. To be honest, this is my perception. Whatever he says or how he got here, that's fine. That's his perception. But I seen it from my view as he was chasing garlic bread over here, found a little niche and stayed. Boom. That's
Hmm.
it. He didn't have to learn anything. He didn't have to know anything because there are people that don't care about the facts. There are people that don't care about the lore and they just want to see somebody getting drugged. Another appeal that he had was he was going after creators and specifically creators that were talking about foodie, which undoubtedly made him look like he was in cahoots with Foodie, and then he makes a video with Foodie. So that lets me know that you've been talking to them behind the scenes. So you're behind the scenes with everybody. Looks like you've been paid to work for Foodie because you don't talk about anybody that are not responding to her.
Yeah, but if you learn your lesson, Monty, who did the same thing, associating with Chantel, somewhat kind of going, a little over and above what normal creators do, and Natter, okay, because the whole I'm going to go to the court thing and all this other nonsense, and that turned out to be false. These people are not loyal to you. Okay, Chantel is not loyal to anybody. I don't care what anybody says or thinks behind the scenes. Hello, Nissy, no. Okay, let that be your example. She's not loyal. So if you say a good thing about her, a bad thing about her, she ain't gonna be like, "Oh, you're such a great channel." She doesn't care. At the end of the day, it's whoever's talking about her. She wants that attention. So when he sticks up for her or what have you, and he's like, "Oh, FFG is a test," and I'm like, "And what do you call you and Breezy? Because I see the same amount of stuff that you say on a daily. That there's always a Breezy in your title, whether you're talking about FFG or Gary or you, Hannibal, or whoever. I see Breezy. So what's the difference, dude? Your choice and the way you got introduced into this girl world was because garlic bread was associated with somebody that's in this world. Other than that, you had no knowledge, no interest, no nothing. So you jumped on that, and now people find you entertaining because you're and you're laughing, and
Mm-hmm.
all that. But it gets old after a while. And there are times, like I said earlier, and I'll credit him when credit is due. There are times he'll come out with some stuff, and I'm like, okay, he's making some points, and then he'll ruin that by saying some other stupid stuff. So,
Yes, I
yeah.
would agree with you 100%, Carly. There are times when I could get right behind him, and that's what I said. He makes some good points, but then he chooses the stupidest thing to try to drag that point out on. And I'll give you an
Well,
example. The example would be when he was had Breezy on panel, and he was trying to make the point that she
Same,
was
Bam.
wasting police resources. Well, unfortunately, there are police officers that sit behind the desk all day to take those kind of reports. She wasn't wasting resources. You could have picked a different time by saying she's just calling the cops on a guy that she's never seen that's not even in her city. Boom. Point proven.
Mhm.
okay. Why would anyone trust your mama? If anyone watched the Farida Skinny Queen reacts,
Oh, that
Farida,
was before that.
yes, no, was it?
Yeah, Breezy interview was the
Yeah,
first interview.
Oh,
Breezy was before
way before
Farida.
that.
Yes, and then Farida goes in. Why? I don't know
Why would
why, but
Farida go to your mama is the question.
Bam! Thank you so much for gifting memberships. Welcome back, Bebop and Cutie and Annalyn and Ghostface and Last Nerve. Welcome, guys. Thank you, Bam.
and I
Sorry.
like Farida, but listen, there there was something that happened on Danny's chat too, right? She kept quiet. The reason why you guys don't know about it is because she kept quiet. Those girls, they went after each other. It was entertaining, but
Who are we talking about, Kiki?
I don't know what Danny wants me to say. So
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what you're.
remember when I was gone and you and
Yeah.
I had, yeah. I'm going to keep it at that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hit me up in the text and.
I'm just saying, not everything that happens on your channel needs to be discussed publicly.
Right. And see, I totally, yep. And people don't know when to shut up.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that would be my entire point about everybody that I talk about. Like everything that
Right?
you're saying, none of this should be shared with us.
And how
I should
can you
know none
be
of this.
and how can you be on here for so long and not have a clue when to shut your mouth?
Here's my opinion about all that. Veronica was in for Rita's ear. And I honestly think that Farida and Skinny Queen could have worked things out, but the Chihuahua was in her. Didn't Farida
Hi,
all
Steph.
I'm loving that impression.
Me
Am
too.
I
Hi,
mean, am I
Spooky.
wrong? If anyone knows about, that's what I think. And then they got Frida all worked out in front of, was like, go to your mama. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to your.
Uh oh.
We lost you, Kiki.
Okay, I really think
There we
that
go. Got you.
Skinny Queen and Farida, had it not been for Veronica, could have worked things out. Kali, can you? What do you think?
Wait. Okay, back up. As far as the Farida situation, the Skin Queen thing. Okay, this is again just my opinion. Being a content creator, you are the owner and homeowner of your channel. So, of course, whatever says goes. I get that. To say that you're going to split the proceeds of something, and I thought Skinny Queen was very uh, generous to say and to offer, as far as like, I'll give you this or that. I don't know. I think it's a very dangerous place to be. When you've got people that are nodding for you, there is no expectation. There's no payment there. That's just something somebody does to support your channel, and that's some that a trust that you envelop. So to go to this kind of a route, I don't recommend that because it's always going to cause an issue. Because you don't know, to get paid by YouTube is not a set thing in stone. It depends on your views. It depends on things of that nature. So, and at the end of the day, who's getting this money, who's giving this money. Anytime money comes into play in this sector, it's kind of like you're asking for trouble. And then mix it in with this community, unfortunately, because now let's be honest here, and Hannibal, I think you can agree. How many of these people are kind of out of the woodwork with channels for Chantel now? Like, I can't even believe. I'm like,
Newbies.
who are these people? But it's like they see the fact that there is like people like, who we watch, and they think, oh, they're making, they're doing this, that, or the other thing. It's hard. It's hard to do. You got to abstain yourself as what you want to promote on your own channel. So to have other people have a say in that is difficult. Unless you can always be on the same page. I don't think it's something you should do. That's just me.
I
Kali,
just
did
think
you get paid for being on Monty's channel?
Hell no.
I
Hell
didn't either.
no. I wish to God I was.
what the hell. I'm sorry. Oops.
No, that's okay. Hell to the. I don't know who comes up with that because
Hi,
you
Nicole.
the misconceptions are because if you were up there a lot, Monty liked the fact that we kept people in chat. I
Well,
think.
that's I used to get irritated because he never. It seemed like he never interacted with the panel. Like
I
he
know
just
that's a criticism of Monty, but you don't. The days of Kali, Grebo, and Buddha, they carried the channel.
they
They were more
did.
interesting than
Yep,
Monty. So we didn't
absolutely.
care if Monty didn't say anything because they were better than him.
I like the fact that there were times that Monty, he like him and I did the Dee Matter thing, and that went over so well because it was funny. That it was like I can play off of a person because I always say this on my own channel. I hate being up here by myself. I carry it, but I'm not always happy about it. Like there are times I like to just talk off other people.
It can be exhausting because you feel
Yeah,
like you're on, like you have to be
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you have to keep things going, and that alone is like, oh, you get scatterbrained. But
Mm-hmm.
there were times that he was in the very beginning when I first started going there. There were times that he was actually interacting. So when things started to, and I don't know, and I'm not speculating on who was involved at the time, the things started to have a shift and change. You could tell. And Greedo and I, in fact, Greedo and I would like text each other. She's like, Kali, I'm not going up there unless you're there. She's like, I don't like this. Like Monty was letting up people that were questionable at the time. And it
Oh,
was
you're
just,
nice, Collie. You're so nice.
I try.
You're
I know.
so very nice.
Hannibal,
And
I'm trying to be
She's
nice.
being
you are
soft today.
I
so,
am.
yes,
I
you
am.
are.
I am.
You want me to pick it up because I have no
Okay.
qualms.
You go
So,
Please.
on there. You go
so
on
here we
there.
go. So at this time, right about this time, it was possibly a bunch of people that kept talking and wouldn't be quiet, and a bunch of people that always had sometimes in Mexico to say some things about everything, and it was getting very weird. And then there was some kind of dynamic between Buddha and Monty that was exuding through the internet, and then um how to say, nobody else
I
really got
never
any
picked up
attention.
on that. Thank
You
you very
didn't?
much. No.
Oh, oh yeah, I did a
Did you,
lot.
Kali?
Uh, again, I like Duda. I never speculated her and Monty had anything going on. That you could
No.
tell that there was kind of like a friendship there.
Good
I'll
I'm
for
put it
gonna
you,
that way.
Hannibal.
I'm gonna say this from a guy's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the way that I was reviewing it, especially after I was alerted to some things, was I jumped on Monty's panel, and Monty said, "Hey, you let me know when you get your channel up, and I'll make sure that I, advertise, promote it." Well, at the time, I didn't have an OnlyFans page, and I couldn't offer him any kind of behind this. So I was noticing that the people that were getting the largest promotion had OnlyFans pages, and that they were getting promoted all the time. So that made me question. And then I personally read everything that was on Kiwi Farms, and I was like, had to do some homework. Like, what the fuck is no fap? Oh my God, you did. Boy, no wonder why. And then I started seeing behaviors in a different way. So once everything fell out, I was like,
Hi,
that makes a
cats.
little bit more sense now. And to see that I would have to agree, as well as I did call him and Garlic Bread out
Me too, Bebop.
for being predators in the girl world and preying on those that have mental deficiencies that are not necessarily going to make the best decisions about things as you try to cipher money from these individuals. And that's what I saw. And then it all came out, and I was like, oh my God, I can't be right like that. That's fucked up.
And here's this. I don't have a friendship with Buddha. Maybe Kali did, but I didn't have a friendship with Buddha. But when Buddha came out with her, I thought the other women were too emotional. And Buddha had hers very succinctly, very unemotionally done well. And that's what turned the tides for me,
Me
quite
too.
frankly. I,
Yeah.
Well,
I need,
Kiki, she turned the tides for me as well because they were so close, if that makes sense.
Anyone that knew Monty's channel knew that they were close.
They
Yes.
were very close at that time. And so you could possibly, because he, of course, jumped in front of it and tried to make slander videos first on Tiny Dancer and these other people that were coming out. But when Buddha came out, then that was it for me. And then the
Yeah.
final nail in the coffin would have to be Kidney J. Like
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
she's
that's the one
completely
that.
the sweetest, most
Oh,
innocent
yep.
person, and she came out and was like, "Look, I don't want to get involved in this, and I'm sorry I didn't say anything sooner. I apologize to all of you all that I didn't believe, and I'm done." Boom. I was like,
I
"Holy shit, Monty, that's fucked up, dude. That is
I
And
fucked up."
believed it.
Kidney.
I believed it when she came out, but uh I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, go.
To me, if you were a part of Monty's channel, there were two people that you saw or heard from a lot: Kidney J and Buddha. I didn't see Tiny Dancer or Purple Glitter, and maybe that's my fault, but I
I
did
didn't
know
either.
of Kidney J and Buddha. So when they came out and you were part of the channel and you saw them all the time, it brought credibility. Um, because why would they speak
Thanks,
out?
Jamie. Sorry, I forget if I don't say it right away. I forget. What I was going to say was I believed Buddha, but then when Kidney J came out, I was crushed. Like that was it. I'm sorry. There's no giving
And
Monty
y'all,
for me for
you
that.
guys did know Turtle Glitter. I'll tell you why you knew Turtle Glitter. Because if you knew Teet's little droney, you knew Turtle Glitter because that was her. And she was
Yeah,
a
What?
constant. Yeah.
I
Yep,
heard that she
correct.
was Pete's little brony, but I didn't
Yes.
pay attention to her in chat.
She was there all the time. All the time. And after all this went down, she came to my chat and she kept apologizing to me. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Why are you apologizing to me? Like, I didn't, she's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And it came out, later on, because then Purple Glitter put herself out there and she, was very obviously all over Twitter, and I felt bad for her at the very beginning. So she messaged me, and I had said that I would actually, during her on, if she wanted to talk about it, and she agreed that, of course, that never happened. Thankfully, that never happened. That yeah, she was Kate's little droney, and it didn't click to me, and I'm like, that's why she was asking, for forgiveness because I don't know why. That was another thing I didn't understand either. Why Monty was so obsessed with knowing who the hell was at my channel. Oh, do you watch Cauliflower? Oh, were you over by Cauliflower? I'm like, why does it matter to you, dude?
Right.
Right.
Well,
I
I
have a real issue with any man that talks down to a woman, and
Mm-hmm.
all of the texts and DMs and everything came out. He talked down to all the women like he was superior.
Mm-hmm.
I have major issue with that.
well, I think okay, oh my gosh, you guys are going to get mad at me for saying this, but I think Timber Lee is the new Pippa with glitter.
I agree.
Mm.
Or the new Ray Ray.
Collie, come on.
I listen. I hear what I hear. I don't speculate because I would rather not know any more about what that man does outside of him making comments here and there about anybody on this side.
She is
Um,
though.
I hear Mary. I hear that name a lot. I hear Tinderly a lot. And there was one or two times that somebody did a react to Monty, and I saw. I think it was Gaining Ground, and I saw his chat, and I was like, these people are eating up that he's saying. What the hell is going on? Like, how could you believe this dude?
Yeah, it's just like there's people in the chat that's saying they think that I think he is having Timber Lee do some things behind the scenes like Purple Glitter used to do, go live, do this, do that, and I don't know why so many people like her.
I don't know much about her. I hear people talking in relation to, like, leave her alone, don't go after her. Like, I don't know the whole story behind that. But again, I didn't know that Tiny either. I
Yeah,
I
me
had a
either.
I had a sense of Kidney J because Kidney J would say things that kind of made me think that her and Monty had a thing. I never said anything about it because it's none of my business. Okay. And as I think I got out as early as not knowing that even Duda was, yes, I knew they were friends. I didn't know anything else. So, and I'm glad I didn't know. That's why people didn't look at my story because they're like, well, you and Nanti didn't. No, the hell no. I'm not stupid. There was never, and people were flaunting all over Nanti on that panel on a daily. Oh, Nanti, you're so cute. And I'm like, I'm just going to sit here because
Yeah, she did, Glam.
I don't have that opinion to say, like, okay, if that's what you're into, it's like you can't fault people for their choices, but at the same time, it's like when you get involved and it's a power play, which makes me sick. It's a power play. Oh, I got all these women coming to me, so I could do and say whatever the hell I want. It's gross.
Jarella, I didn't even know who, because I don't watch Monty. So I didn't even know who Timber was until a couple of days ago.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a creator meeting someone in their chat and then falling for each other. I
Oh,
don't think there's
I don't,
anything wrong with
no,
that.
I don't
But
either.
what Monty did was 5 or 6 girls.
Right, exactly.
And who the
I
hell
don't
knows
trust
how
him as
many
far as you could
more?
throw him. Right.
Right.
And, yeah, Kidney J did know him offline, Glam. She was there for him when his mom passed. Like I felt the worst for Kidney J.
Didn't they go
Hannibal,
to
are you
some
still here?
hospital? Yes, ma'am.
Well, you like Timber, right?
I don't have a problem with Timber.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
I
have a
mean,
problem with Timber.
I
I
don't, I
didn't
don't have
know
a
her,
problem
but
with
though.
Timber, but I mean, I know
Timber
that
is
she's
the
always
new.
in Monty's chat, and I've heard that she's the new Monty's
Same, Moon.
thing. But again, I'm quite with Kali. I don't how to say this in well. There's no nice. I don't care. I just don't care.
Mm.
It's not my business because at this point, really, if you don't do your homework, if you don't know who you're getting involved with, or if you do know who you're getting involved with, then that's your choice.
Yeah,
These
but
are
Hannibal,
choices.
how do you know? This is what I'm saying. Yeah, we all figured out about Monty, right? Eventually, because
Bamboozle.
Kali gave it a voice. But no, listen, Purple Glitter was doing things behind the scenes no one knew she was doing.
Yeah, correct. So
So
is S
how would
Jam.
you know if Timber was doing that or not?
You wouldn't
We
until it all
don't.
comes. You wouldn't until it all comes out. But I'm saying, who are we? We can speculate all we want. We can have that opinion all we want. We can believe because he's got a fundraiser or whatever that this is what he's doing or this is what they're doing. But until it all is some facts in behind it, it's just speculation. So we can believe what we want because of past patterns. Past is always a good indicator of what the present or future is going to be like. But
Oh,
And it's a fine line to cross, especially if you don't have, I hate using this terminology in this community, but it's so important. Receipts, if you don't have those things to back it up and you're just going on pure hearsay or pure just, listen, we got so much shit on Chantel in the past, right? Like, can we prove the things that she does nowadays outside of what she shows us? No,
nope,
we can't.
nope, we can't. So we
I'm
don't know if she's
all
praying
for
5 times a day, but we can't believe it.
Exactly.
I don't think that religion was a part of Sala's life until she came. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it was an important part of his life before.
well, I
Damn.
may not know for sure if they're married, and I may not know for sure if he's a practicing Muslim, but I know for sure that the way they interact with each other is not a loving, caring,
Mm-hmm.
married couple.
I
Right.
know
I
that for
agree.
sure as well. I know
Yep.
that whatever they're doing, there's no love involved. There's love
Nope.
of companionship. That's it.
That at the end of the day, people ask the same questions like, oh, why do you watch this? Or why do you watch this person? How could you? I ask the same question to a lot of people. It's perspective. And I think a lot of people will sit there and say, well, I don't look that deeply into it, like it doesn't matter to me.
Mm.
And I think that's how we all start off.
Right.
We all start off that we're trying not to really look at it, so deeply. Did I think in my wildest dreams that when I started reacting to Chantel, that I was going to deal with with violence, with domestic violence,
No,
with
no,
no, you
no.
don't, because you don't think that at the end of the day, because you're trying not to, that when all these things unfold before your eyes, you can't turn the blind eye to it all the time. You can't, because there are people that are going to get sick from this, that are going to go after these people thinking that they're their Christ and Savior, and at the end of the day get taken at the end of the day. And that's, we can only do so much. Reaction channels get shit on a daily because, hey, what would you do without my content? No, 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 we're trying to prevent people from getting so further into your content. Seriously.
This is what they don't understand. Uh, we don't watch Hannibal or Collie or Danny because of you. We watch them because of them. They make your content watchable.
Mhm. Exactly, Tracy. Yep.
And somebody said, I can't remember, one of the reactors had said, I think it might have been FFG, that she doesn't go to other reaction channels to watch because she doesn't want, like, she doesn't want to be biased when she sees it and reacts to it. See, I'm the opposite because I feel like all of
I
us
want to
have a
gather
different.
so many opinions.
Yes, because we all have a different opinion. Like, I feel like it's important to know what everybody else thinks, because I know for me, I pick up the weirdest things. Like, I'll notice the strangest things, that other people aren't going to notice. And Hannibal picks up stuff that I wouldn't have noticed. And Collie picks up stuff I wouldn't. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of like the overall picture once you gather all that information
Hmm.
from everybody.
Well,
And
and
of course,
everybody's
it's going to be
personalities are
overlapping.
different.
Right.
And like FFG is harsh and Yaba is funny and Kali is kind of, well, Kali's gotten soft. Um,
Holy shit, Danny. Damn.
she's a kinder, gentler Kali these days.
That's the I see, kinder, gentler. That's a very nice, polite way of putting it. As you're a PUSSY, Collie.
Listen, one of the reasons why I like Kali and Buddha was that, and Hannibal fits in this, is that they're so intellectual about
Hmm.
things, like they're not emotional about it. You can get like FFG is so emotional and I like
Yeah.
FFG, don't get me wrong, but she's not my Danny's more my cup of tea. Okay. But if you tell
Tax
me,
bamboozled.
if you hi bam, if you tell me in an unemotional intellectual, then I'm like, oh yeah, I get that point, even if I disagree with you. Oh yeah, I can understand that.
Right. Well, see, and I think that's so important too. Certain chats you go into, you can't disagree with the creator, or you're out of there. And I find that so ridiculous. People are not going to always see things the same way. That's like, to me, that's interesting, seeing other people's point of view. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
it's not so much that I I love that. Collie soft. It's not that I censor a lot. I heard myself a couple of months ago and I was like, holy shit, girl, with the anger. I need to cat that sometimes, because there are times I want to go in. I do, believe you me, I want to go in. I'm being real nice right now, YTR, real nice,
Oh,
because
you and I both. You
oh,
and I
Hannibal.
I'm waiting,
both.
Hannibal. I'm waiting for
Like, you
YTR.
wouldn't believe that I intend to talk about it now that the two nods have come out. I respect the fact that they did. I have a few things that I'd like to add to that little scenario.
Hold
Oh,
on,
Uh,
Kali.
we
Stop,
all could
stop,
have
stop.
some things.
Kali.
yes,
What? Oh my God. You just mind bloated me. You mean to tell me two mods left YTR and they're speaking?
Oh
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
yeah, that
Uh-huh.
yes,
was weeks ago.
Um,
yes.
Danny,
Bridge.
I've been in Michelle's world.
Oh no, did I send you on a rabbit hole last
Yeah.
night?
Yes, they
Bridge May Be
recently,
Icy
yeah,
has been covering it so
Who?
well.
yeah.
Bridge May Be Icy. Her name is
Yes,
Bridget,
she has. I
and Bridge May
like her
Be
a lot.
Icy. That's the video that Carly needs to see. That's
Oh,
about
I
30
Mm-hmm.
did.
minutes
I
long.
did. I'm gonna actually do a
Well,
react on
I
it.
haven't seen it.
Well,
Bridget?
you come to my Dan channel later. I'm doing a reaction on it. I got
Um,
a few words
okay,
because,
I'm gonna.
again, remember something. Okay, you guys don't really know this too much because it wasn't talked about because I was in the hospital. This is a woman who told somebody else that my brain surgery was karma. Okay.
Oh, I do recall that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do
This is
recall that.
somebody who was having members only chats about
Chats.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently me too, Collie, I
Uh
heard.
huh.
Oh,
Oh.
apparently me too, Carly.
Oh, really? Oh,
Oh yeah.
really?
Oh
I
Damn,
yeah.
she
said,
got around.
yeah, I
Yeah.
often say I'm blessed to be in such good company because usually when people mention my name,
Mm-hmm.
it's people that I have no problems with being mentioned with, you know.
Right.
Okay, but YTR pissed me off. So we go in everybody's communities. We make friends. Bamboozled and I know each other. Chat. We don't know each other real life, right? Thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all these people. Fifi said to YTR very kindly, I don't appreciate you saying that this is an oppression hat. You know, I wear it. I don't feel that way. Now, here's what I don't understand.
Hi, Tabby.
YT, the YTR, you can have your opinion, but can you respect Fifi enough to say, I'm sorry if that offended you?
No, you got it all wrong there. First
No,
off, she has
double
no
down.
respect, and that's not how it went down.
No, that
See,
is how it went down. I was part of that conversation and I said,
she she kept mistakenly saying that Jessica Nessick or Jennifer Corvina, she kept mixing the two up. And Cece corrected her. And she made it a point to get on her. And then she said something about the oppression hat, which fucking flew me after I heard that because Cece came to us and she was distraught. So that
and
was
YTR never apologized,
and
wouldn't
the hell
apologize.
she wasn't because she came to my chat to also tell us that my mods attacked her when we never did. Okay. I offered to have YTR come up and speak for herself, and she didn't take the invitation. Okay. And then it was a thing. But for a while there, yeah, I called her out. Damn straight I
Come here,
called her
baby.
out.
What's the matter? Oh, you just spoiled it. Oh, okay. Thank you.
It's it's surprising. It's not even surprising to me that it's come to this level. The fact is that now you're in a different community, so now you can push even more boundaries. It's all going to come back full circle here, all
I
full
feel
circle.
like I feel like she went and joined this like the super villain gang in the attic over there.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
now
what
she
she's
Yes.
feels like
asked.
she's a super villain and that
But
she's untouchable when that's the opposite. People haven't said anything about you because A, nobody wanted to bring attention to your disrespectful ass. B, you're not gaining any traction until you got over there with them. And C, I mean, all you're going to do is make a private video that then somebody's going to come back and tell us the highlights of your 3 or 4, 15 people in there watching. So is it really worth it? But now that all of this has come out and she should specifically attack Bridget now, and Bridget has stood up.
yep, I did not know anything about Bridget until this, and I really like her.
Me either, Danny.
If you have a weak stomach, I don't suggest you listen to what this girl had to say about her because it was like it was along the lines of Natter kind of thing. It just brought me back to the Natter Sands Dar Lounge kind of reaction. It was like, holy hell. And this is allowed. And people sat in her chat and thought this was okay to be there for. I know I heard that they said the chat was going after her, but even so she was giggling and laughing and having a great time saying these things.
Ugh.
Well, I mean,
Just
Veronica got the chat going against her too, and she didn't care.
to me, just the fact that she fit in so seamlessly in the attic says all I need to know.
That's cool, D Dot.
Yeah,
It
you are who you hang with.
Yeah.
Danny, let's put it this way, okay? You know how the Sans Star Lounge thing try to uh, project it as DDSM, that's that kind of action.
Yes.
So to not to nicely say this, she was wishing that certain things be done to Bridget in that kind of BDSM way, laughing at the expense of her needing certain things to happen to her. Okay?
Wow.
That
And I'm
doesn't
being
surprise me
nice.
about YTR. She's always been like that. I mean, she has said things that she's gotten away with in chat because chat goes too fast.
It was the creepy giggling for me, Julianne said.
Even Yolana sat there with his jaw dropped. That's how bad it was.
You're going live tonight, Polly?
Yeah,
Everybody watch.
yeah.
And
You
because
Yeah,
know,
let me
again,
put
Hannibal, I
your.
thought you were going to cover YTR.
I honestly, when I heard about this, because again, I will be very honest with you, I pick and choose because I'm like, I do not want that girl anywhere near me. But you know what? I'm not worried about it because for
Well, be
me,
ready.
oh, I know. For me, this isn't, retaliation. This is now exposure. This is exactly what you try to put everybody else on the platform and say they did this, that, and the other thing to you, and then cry behind your little chat, your little video games. Oh, they called me this. Oh, my nod specifically. We attacked her. No, nobody attacked you. Nobody attacked you. Okay? You don't know what a tact is. You obviously have issues, very deep seated issues you need some freaking help for.
Hasn't it?
Right, Jericho? She held it together. I was impressed.
Oh, I can't wait for your live.
Mm-hmm.
When is it?
It'll probably be like in the early evening. And again, I'm not going down the road of what she did to Bridget because that's Bridget's situation, and I think that's awful. I did make a reference to it the other day in my live, and I did say that I heard it, and I agree with what Yonano was saying, that he was shocked and that this girl needs to log off. That there's something non-nefarious to this, and if you guys remember the story that she came out with about, she was involved in organized religion and all this other crap. You know what? Again, I'm not stating people's backgrounds and what they went through. That it doesn't give you the right to be just as equally evil and gross to other people that had nothing to do with that.
Jamie, I want to discuss MGL because I'm new in that community and I want Danny to cover her. But Danny, I don't know. MGL is good content. Not go lightly.
Oh, you mean MGL Junior Michelle?
Yeah, Michelle.
Oh yeah, she's content gold.
And it's interesting, Danny, because when I've been watching MGL, there's people that have crossed over. Me is over there. There's people from Foodie Beauty World that's over there.
Okay, so you're talking about MGL Junior, right, Michelle?
Junior.
Yeah. Well, that might be partly because of me, the so I have a channel that's called Dammit Archives,
Nothing's on there.
nothing's on there now. That's what I was using it for, was to upload Michelle's streams because she is banned, so she has to delete her streams as soon as she logs off, or her channel's going to get taken down. So, I kind of got from word of mouth from like Charlotte on the Web and Best of Truth, and different creators were sharing that channel, and that channel got up to like 470 some
Bye,
subscribers or
Steph.
something. But bye, Steph. Thanks for coming in and hanging out. Um, but so I took it down because I was worried that if something happened and that channel got taken down, it would affect my main channel. So basically, until I was able to research it more or whatever, I took the content down off of there. But I mean, that channel started growing rapidly right away. I only had the channel up for like 2, maybe 3 weeks.
But here's the thing about bringing up new content. We're Can you hear me?
Yep.
We all have come in on Foodie Beauty at certain times and we're invested in her. And then when you bring in a new content, no one's invested. So you have to get to know them.
Yep. And I
And
and I think a lot of people started watching her when I started talking about her and stuff. And a lot of them I've noticed now watch her on their own. And then we have like people that will come into the chats when I cover her that are from that community, from, from Bot and Charlotte on the web sending them over. Um, because I mean, honest, she's like the biggest train wreck right now.
and here's the thing, I found her by mistake. And then I noticed that Danny had a Danny video came up. So I texted Danny privately and I'm like, hey, I see that you covered
Uh-oh.
her.
Thank you. Founder, thanks. Something to look at.
And
Uh-oh.
her and I had the same opinion on the same reactors. It was funny, wasn't it, Danny?
Yeah. But we usually do, Kiki.
Yeah. She's good content. Like
Yeah. She's ridiculous. And that's another one that gets so foul, bringing kids into everything and family members into everything. And, ugh. Yeah, and like yes, Six, that there was people like Six that watched her on their own, and then when I started covering her, it was like we were kind of learning together. People would come in that have watched her for a long time and kind of fill me in on things that we didn't know about. And
yeah, I'm still learning a lot. But Collie brought us Gail, and we've learned about Gail through Collie. It took a while, but we're all up now on Gail. That Danny, I think you really, I mean, it's gold. It is
yeah,
gold.
Oh
uh,
yeah, I love Gail, and out of respect, I have not covered Gail because that's Collie's thing, and I love it. I love to
Oh,
watch Collie cover it. So I've been
hi
watching
Diva.
Gail ever since Collie introduced me to her because oh my God, she's such a troll.
To
She is
me,
such a
you
troll. She
to
is
me
hilarious.
she's not your okay. As far as covering her, she's not a train wreck to the point of like the kind of sane train wreck. I really am it like invested in her as a person. I think she's very endearing, and there are levels to her mind that just like blow me, like the things that she'll say. That yes, she gets controversial, she can say some really crazy out there things, but you have to keep in mind that this is the world of hers,
Right.
this is and I said this the other night. She's seen so content as a person in that she's not harming anybody. She's not hurting anybody. She's not. All right. I feel bad for Lizzo, but other than that, um, she's not this person that's looking to destroy another person's character. I mean, the things that she
Yep.
talks about, she truly believes these things. She truly, this is her reality, and yes, can it be a little jarring at times to accept and to like, get involved in? Yes, it is a lot. I do always say a disclaimer when I play her. I'm like, listen, she can be a lot. That if you get, if you kind of take a little time to understand. I played about not that long ago. I played like a documentary on her, like her life, and like a lot of the things she was saying. I was like, okay, now it makes sense. Like her childhood and the way she grew up, and like just and you feel certain things, and not in a bad way. You kind of just like, okay, that makes sense. To whereas the comparison to Chantel, you're like, holy crap, girl, get help. Like, when are you going to realize? It's like, this is a woman who knows what she's dealing with. And she's not trying to harm anybody. She's living her truth. And you could take it any way you want to take it. It's all point of view. But I don't look at her as a cow per se. I look at her as just an interesting person to cover.
Well, that's I've been saying lately. I've been saying, why does reaction have to mean ugly? Like, why
Yeah.
do we have to always react horribly to somebody?
Well, that's why I
I
like
don't think
Hannibal's
I don't think I
content on
react horribly
Gothic.
to anybody. I'm sorry.
Mm-mm.
I just mean it doesn't have like it doesn't have to be negative. Like a reaction is that's like a pure like what I mean? Like you're reacting, that's how you feel about it, how you look at it, whatever. But it doesn't always have to be negative. I kind of would like to start doing like um just a like small segment maybe at the end of shows or whatever where we kind of like share people that we watch on our own, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll tell you, there's been so many times people have suggested people to me in the chat that I watch regularly now.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on with burnt toast? I heard Malice Black say she wouldn't support burnt toast anymore, and I was surprised to hear about that.
That was one of those channels on that list, Bally.
Oh, really?
Hmm. Oh, I got it memorized. And what I did was I went through and screenshot it and then went and read in my video editor all of the messages and everything that was said. That's why I was like, oh, Bally, no, ma'am. No, you're gonna have to be addressed for this one. And so, I mean, I'm just gonna give you a highlight. There were over a dozen creators that were listed. Malice Black, yeah, of course, Gary, Erie, myself. There were some more people off in there. Then she said that you and Dee Dee need to say that whatever this is BDSM and your habits are showing on screen. And she also was very anti Semitic at one point in those messages. But she basically, if you look at Natter's channel and the things that were said, and you go back and read those messages and go back and see how long it goes back, she basically gave Natter the blueprint to keep his channel up. If he didn't want a channel to begin with, as she stated, she basically gave him the blueprint to keep his channel up
Yeah,
until March 30th, when she told him that you should react more like your mama, because she thinks everybody should react more like your mama, which I'm never going to be. I guess I'm going to be
nope.
that jealous, miserable. They call me jealous and miserable in monotone because I don't sit on the mic and I don't sit on
Thank
the
you
mic
for
and do
that,
all of that.
Hannibal.
I'm
Thank you
sorry.
so much.
But I do believe that I could get my point across without it. And I get passionate. Yes, I do. Do I feel a way? Yes, I'm human. I have feelings, and I'm gonna go off every once and again. But for the
Did
most
you
part,
ever expect that people on the internet would trigger you this bad though? Like
I
I
would.
never expected that.
I First of all, I never expected to be on the internet. So no, let's start there. Uh, Nor did I expect to have this much support. So I appreciate everybody. But
Same.
no, did I knew that once I started a reaction channel and started reacting to people, I knew that once I got outside of the
Ciao.
realm of
Ciao. Hi, ciao.
Chow
once I got
mein.
outside of the
Charmaine.
realm of talking about just foodie, and if I said anything about anybody else, that I was going to open myself up to a nasty response, either it be from the community or from that reactor that I responded to. So I'm fully equipped and fully prepared for whatever comes my way now. Can I?
Hannibal, I love your Gothic King Cobra. He's somebody to just have fun with, and
Oh,
I
he
did.
is. I
Yeah, I
treat
did.
Gothic King Cobra the same way she treats Gail. I don't feel any kind of bad ways about Cobra. I really feel bad for his life, and I wish that he would get some help. But he keeps putting it out there, and he is in himself a whole show of entertainment all day long.
Yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
Chow mein.
And I unfortunately, I'll be covering this too because I started this the other day on my channel. Because again, I still have allegiance to the drama community, beauty community, and we got another little thing going on. It's not little; it's all over Twitter. And some of us reaction channels, the commentary channels, are making videos that now I have stated the reaction channels are starting. I don't know if anyone knows who Miranda Sings is, or
Yeah.
Colleen Ballinger. I'm very familiar with Adam McIntyre. I started watching that kid when he started, and he's a 20-year-old kid. And this is the kind of thing that I said about the Natter situation is don't get involved with these people because you don't know what they're going to put you through. And it's all inappropriate. When you are a content creator or you're a person that other people look up to, especially young people, there is a certain decorum that you follow. And it's been said now that she has been saying inappropriate things to young children in chats. We're going as far as sexual things, we're going as far as body image things. And all this is coming out now because 3 years ago, Adam made a video about it and no one believed him. They put him through the ringer, and because she had sent this kid, a 16-year-old kid, her underwear. Okay, you know how kids, they idolize who they idolize, and if they get any attention from them, they're like, oh, this is great, this is great. So he became a loyal active member and did a lot of behind the scenes things for her, and
Mm.
it came out now that this other YouTuber, who I had no idea was the same age range because she looks so young, she put a video out saying the same things had been going on, and she was collaborating with Adam's story. But the twist of this is this person that put out a video also did the same things that Colleen had done. She's a 30-year-old talking to kids and writing fan fictions, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. And Adam is very public. He's all over Twitter. He's doing all sorts of live streams and things of that nature. Dustin Daly made a video. Rich Lux made a video. There's so many people coming out. And, unfortunately, I had that allegiance to that community. So I was talking about this as well. So, and I brought it up the other night in regards to Natter. Because Natter, I don't know if y'all saw it. I had a laugh. Natter and Didi are upset with Missy New because Missy New had made comments about angel hands showing her grandkids to Natter, and how Natter is a PDF file and all this other shit. So Natter comes out with a video that I almost dropped when I saw it. I was like, "Are you kidding me? This man is up there talking about, like, how dare you talk that way about children?" And I'm like, sir, who are you? Like, are you kidding? So that's what inspired me to even, like, I got inspired because these are young kids that shouldn't be dealing with this. But the Natter thing just rung true with me. I'm like, this is what we were trying to
Oh,
say.
oh God, this is.
What?
I'm sorry. I'm
No, go ahead.
no, no. You. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought I was muted. Actually.
No, you good. It's just that I find it funny that a person who is involved in all of these, he's got all these court dates, and we saw what he did with Dee Dee and all this other stuff, is now sitting up there on his high horse talking to Missy New about how dare you involve children, how dare you say these things and make these accusations about me. I'm like, sir, what? What are you talking about? You and Dee Dee up there, who look like she's about 1 foot in the grave, you know, talking about how dare Missy New say these things about angel hands. I'm like, nah, I can't. I can't get my head around that.
Well, I don't know why anyone would put minors on camera.
Ugh,
Right. Well,
yeah.
Uh,
I think the people that do, I don't think know how far people go. And if they do and they still do it, I don't understand. Hi, Miss T. Good to see you.
My thing is I agree with you, Kiki, as far as that's concerned, but Angel Hands has been with Nader now a long time.
yeah.
A long time. She's seen, she's heard, she's been privy to, and nobody remembers this, that I remember this. This girl had said during Natter's 16, 18-hour stream he did that one time, that she was going to put out a video against him. And I still to this day don't know what the hell happened with that, because it was her and Pretty Genius. And all
Well,
of a
that's
sudden,
interesting on what happened to all of them. I mean, they
well,
were we never did get another drop on Sam's Bar Lounge. All of them shut up. So what happened?
Yeah, well, I have my theories about that. That
Yeah,
I
I want the Sam's Bar Lounge videos that expose Foodie because I'm tired of hearing Foodie say, "I'm still waiting on the Sam's Bar
I
Lounge."
don't think they had anything on
I
foodie.
don't think so either. I think they all drummed that up. I think they took it as far as they could, and then
Yeah,
when he started making videos exposing, their conversations, their private stuff, all of a sudden, I have no respect for Pretty Genius, and people know this in my community. They know I got no love lost for that one. What she was doing in and out of, she was coming to Romans chats and she would give me a hard time. I'm like, Girl, you don't. No. They drummed up this community. They put all this stuff out there, and then they went and they hid away. And I don't
yeah,
know what that all that was about. I kind of think behind the scenes there was something else going on. But see, it's things like this that I don't, now that I don't see or hear from them, I don't want to know anymore. Like there was a
yeah,
time I thought that they had an obligation to say what's going on. Now I don't want to know anymore. Now I'm like,
yeah. I
nah,
agree with you.
stay hidden.
Some
Juror,
things.
I did see that. I was telling Kiki this last night. I was really kind of, I love Charlotte on the web, and I was really kind of disappointed in her, um, because it seemed like everybody was rallying against Tara, and I'm like,
Okay, here's my take on
Tara's
that,
just as
Danny.
bad as Michelle. She co-signed everything.
I don't think that they're really rallying Tara. I think it's like Missy Moo. Like, okay, does anyone really like Missy Moo? No. Are we interested in what she has to say if she has anything relevant to say? Yes. I think people are just wanting to hear what Tara knew behind the scenes, but not really gonna. Isn't that what you kind of think?
Well,
I'm
I don't know.
behind.
I was glad. I was so relieved because Charlotte did end up coming on and saying like one of the other creators had basically said what I just said to Charlotte, and she rewatched like the streams of Tara's and stuff like that, and now Charlotte's like kind of how I stand, like she co-signed everything Michelle did. Like she's just as much a piece of crap person as Michelle is. The stuff that Michelle did that she knew about.
Yeah, and I think Missy Moo's as much of a crap. Oh, look, you docs perfectly imperfect, Missy Moo. You did. Okay? So shut up about that because you did. Okay? She's as big of a piece of crap as Foodie Beauty is, but I am interested in hearing behind the scenes. But they only go so far and then they won't say anymore. At least Tara showed it all.
Yeah.
Did you
I
watch the
didn't watch.
text?
No, I didn't watch her. I saw maybe 10 minutes of her up on panel with Bot,
It's
and that
10
was about it.
hours.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. Is that the one that was like, yeah, it was like 9 hours or so. It was long.
See, I'm not the only one who has a long ass streams.
I love long streams. Listen, if you guys want to do long streams, I'm all for it. I put you in my Bluetooth. I go around town and do my errands and I clean my house. And, I love long streams.
Yeah, me too. I have to have like background noise no matter what I'm doing. I have to be listening to something in the background.
I'm
Does
not gonna say
anybody
I love
know?
them. I just end up doing them.
Yeah, see,
I go
same.
to sleep with you in my ear, Hannibal.
Oh, that's refreshing.
That could
Yeah.
be taken in several ways.
I'm not gonna lie, I usually do too. I go in, I chat for a few minutes, and then I settle in to just watch. And usually, because the
And
streams are
night night.
long. Yep. Well, you have a voice. People tell
Yeah.
me that too, and they're always like, "I don't mean this in a bad way. It's just that you're calming or
No,
whatever." And that's
I
how
got.
I feel with Hannibal. Like I
You
can
told me
just
I was boring. I
no.
was monotone.
You, I
I'm
was called
miserable.
soft, sir.
Very white voice.
Barry White boy. I'll take that. I like Barry White.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
Jericho, and
appreciate it.
I had issues with that because they were trying, like they were all helping her to get to 1K. So she hit that 1K like overnight.
Oh,
And
I
and
thought you were talking about Bali.
no, I'm
No,
talking now.
Tara.
I'm back to
Oh, you're back to
Sorry, I'm
that.
reading the chat.
Okay.
Hannibal, you should watch Michelle Goes Live.
I am going to start now so that I can gain some knowledge here.
Oh, you're in
It's a
for,
rabbit hole.
yes, total rabbit hole.
So what is the deal with Nissy New and Natter? Like, why is this a thing all of a sudden?
Okay, I think they're talking to each other behind the scenes and starting drama. That's what I think. I don't believe
Ugh.
either one of them.
Kiki, you're chipmunking out. Your voice, you're staticky, and your voice sounds like Alvin.
Kiki.
Did we?
What am I? Is it sound bad, Lilith? What am I still sounding bad?
Yeah, now it's getting robotish. Yeah, Lilith said she sounded like a robot chicken. So my question was, um, we all know Natter is, 10 types of
Gross.
vile, but why did Missy Moo call him a pedo?
Okay, so from my understanding of the limited amount of stuff that comes out of his mouth, and I can't get what he's talking about. So I guess Angel Hands was showing pictures of her grandchild and or in the chat, and I guess Missy knew thought that that was Natter exposing, or I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why it was taken to the level it was taken to,
Yeah,
but
because I mean, I'm no way, shape, and form gonna be the one to defend Natter,
mm-mm,
but
no.
I do feel like you don't throw that word around.
Yeah, I was shocked that it came out of his mouth, and Dee Dee for that matter, because they seem so taken by the fact that they were called these things. And I'm like, have you been around this community? What you've been called the last year or so? um that him and Dee Dee did a live, and I forget the title of it, and he's like, I was not going to stream, and Nissy knew, and that's how I knew who he's talking about, because I'm like, he could be mentioning anybody at this point. And so from what I gather, that she must have shown pictures, or I don't know, or he showed what she showed, I don't know, in the chat, and Missy New took offense to that, and she started going on this rampage on her stream, calling him all sorts of names and things of that nature, and I think she must have called him the TDF file kind of a thing. So
I just hate when people throw. I mean, like I said, he's a lot of things. He's a lot of things we already know,
mhm.
So I just feel like there's no reason to throw that word out there without some kind of proof. Which leads me to, does anybody know when his next date for court is? It's
I
this
know.
month.
I thought it was already. I thought it
I
happened
thought
already.
I here's my thing. I thought it was Wednesday, the
Mm-hmm.
7th. For some reason, June 7th was in my head. And
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was that day. And um I don't remember if it was that day or the day, but I think it was the day before. But he was out, like walking in the rain and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, that's usually when they go to Gatineau, he usually is out walking the town. So I was like, it had to have been Wednesday because he was out walking around town. But I never heard anything. I searched on Twitter. I didn't see anything on Twitter about it.
Yeah, that's how I usually get the updates is Twitter, because there's people will say about. I know FFG keeps an eye on it, or what have you. I pieced out of that situation. My thing is, the next time I want to hear anything that has to do with Natter in court is that he's being uh
Exactly.
you know
Yeah,
indicted
me
and
too.
put into jail.
I'm like excited for this one because supposedly they can't keep pushing it out.
Right.
So when he has his court date, he's actually going to have his court date.
Right. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the type of thing that the public is not privy to. Is that correct? I don't think that you could, like the other things are just hearings. That an actual trial, I don't think you could actually join that. I don't think so.
I don't.
I don't
I
know
don't
because I don't
know.
know how it goes. I would,
Because the way we joined before, there, it wasn't known that it wasn't going to proceed. You know what I
right.
mean? So I don't know, but I'm not, I'm relying on FFG and Mo, because it was a total shit show when I tried to um, go into the court thing, because I was so distracted by trying to pay attention to the court thing, because there was so much, it was like back and forth between French and English, French and English. So I was trying my darndest to listen for his name. And then it's hard to like pay attention to like my chat and what I'm doing. So I was like, from now on, when he goes to court, I'm just going to rely on FFG and Mo because they tweet it out.
Yeah, I that's how I find out because I refuse to care or go on his channel. Like I said, the only reason I even watched that stream is because it was on Twitter, and I was like, this dude has got some. Are you serious that he's sitting up there all like offended and upset? I'm like, dude, you were talking
After
about
what he,
yeah, you
yep.
were talking about Corvina's kid not that long ago. The two of you doxed the kid. Are you serious?
Plus, didn't he at one point call Gary that word?
Yes, he did, and on other choice things. That's what I'm saying. Like, isn't it funny? The offensive is offended. You know, like
Yeah.
you
Yep.
talk you and Dee Dee said all these horrible, horrific things in a lie about Gary's essay, and you turn around getting all dud hurt because Missy New is calling you, saying it's gross that Angel Hands is showing her grandkids to you or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what she thought came out of that, Missy No. Like she's another one I tread lightly with. I'm like, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know that you.
Yeah, I kind of feel like she's a little bit off her rocker.
Yeah, does Nay have to travel to Canada? That's a good question, Julianne. I would assume so.
I would think so too.
Yeah, and she's been quiet, right? I don't. I know Nay has been. I know she goes in people's chats, but she hasn't made videos, right?
May, yeah. She
Mm-hmm.
usually doesn't keep them up though.
Yeah, I worry when she makes any videos of that nature because she's been so vulnerable and so like, everything affects her. And I'm like, girl, stay off the internet, stay off the
But
internet.
you know what? I'm going to give her kudos, because look how many scammers and e-beggars and everything there is on this dang app. And that poor woman, her life went so downhill after that happened. She's living out of her car. And
Yeah.
never once has she come on YouTube and asked for any handouts.
And
And
that,
that's one I think most of us wouldn't even have a problem giving to.
yes. Yeah, Monty. I mean, that honestly makes more sense. See, I don't know. I don't get
Hmm.
that. See, because of who she's involved with, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's Natter. And
I don't know,
honestly,
but that impressed me because I get like that's one of the things I like to cover is people who are like e-begging and scamming and
mm-hmm.
um, getting caught in their lies, stuff like that. Um,
I can't. I'm still shocked about the whole Ray Ray thing. I had no idea, Danny. Did you?
yeah, I did.
I had no idea.
I
Yeah.
found out about the time that it all came out. Yeah,
Hmm.
and I still had her because we have like a document that I put in the mod chat in Discord with all the links for everything that the mods are supposed to share. And Ray Ray's GoFundMe was one of them. And like I said, she very, very seldom came in my chat, but we still shared that link out every stream for a
Hmm.
long time.
I mean, I didn't do a lot of that sharing
Okay,
stuff.
Hannibal.
I just, ever since I walked away from the whole Nanti thing, like I took it upon myself to think like these people don't want to have much to do with me because of what I said against Nanti. So I didn't want to get involved in that. It was shaky ground to begin with everything that went down. So I wasn't, like I said, I remember when the Sunshine and Sunflowers GoFundMe was going on because after every stream, Monty would say, "Oh, don't
Mm-hmm.
forget to donate. Don't forget to donate." So the Ray Ray thing, like it was going on while I was still a panelist, And I used to think I think I even donated at one time. I think I did. And then I didn't hear about it again. So I kind of assumed maybe that was it, but I had no idea that it was all. Oh God, that's so gross.
Mm-hmm. Um, my turn off was the way Monty begged for his mother's funeral, left a sour taste because we all have to pay for funerals, right?
Mm. Wait, who was that?
You're welcome, Hannibal. I'm so glad you came up.
Oh, Jericho. Hey, Jericho.
All the times before she didn't have to go, it seemed like they were arraignments to see if Natter was ready for trial.
I don't know. It's just so many, like I said, the things that don't come to light, sometimes I wish, some the things that do come to light, sometimes I wish I'm like, I really didn't want to know. I didn't want to know about that. But there are things that you can't turn a blind eye to. This whole thing, like I said, about content creators talking to Niners. In this community, maybe people say things and they get upset and they get offended, but nothing gets done. It's so weird how in an adjacent uh, community, people will say, this needs to be stopped. This has to stop. And they're working towards that, which is incredible. I wish that kind of stuff would go on here.
Chow, I was reading your comment, and before I read the entire thing, I just saw the word picked and I read it as pickle.
Oh my God, Chow Mein. Chow Mein, you are too much.
Well, I think I'm going to end it, guys.
Yeah,
We're going on like 3 hours now. My daughter's been waiting patiently for me. I don't know what she has planned for me, but
I
I
hear
guess I'll
you.
find out. I will
Thank you,
be
Dan.
in your stream tonight, Collie. Let me share
Yes,
your
definitely, definitely, y'all.
link again. Collie is going to be going live tonight, guys, so we'll see you over there when she's
Yes,
live.
yes, yes. And thank you so much for having me, Dan. It was great
Oh,
to
thank you for
see you.
coming up. We missed you.
Yeah, I missed you guys too. And happy birthday, Earn the Gerd.
Okay, thanks, cats. All right, guys, I will see you later. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out
Bye.
with us. Danny out.